To the Frankie and Ding Dong Show. Sorry about this banner that's in the way. I don't know where the fuck that came from. Which one is it here? I am King Ding Dong. We are here at. Oh, there we go. Get rid of that. All right. We are here at Bayside Bowl. And why are we here? Well, because today is the day that all season has come down to. This is the Karl's World Tour Bowler of the Year. So you had to get in the top, 32 players over the season to be invited to this tournament. And, so it was the top point winners of the year. I am King Ding Dong. Frankie Abralon, our own, is going to be out on the lanes. He made it through the top 16, which is what you see here. And so we have a not so new voice with us, a returning guest who's shortly to be more than a guest here on FDDS. Cousin It sitting in the booth with me. Cousin It, welcome, and how are you doing today, my friend?
I'm doing good other than the bowling piece. I got dead last today, so gotta love it.
Yeah, well,
it's very tricky. You'll see a lot of guys, the ball just squirts and it's reading incredibly early. And then on this side, other than 1 and 2 or 5 and 6, it does something different every shot. From what
absolutely,
I saw, no matter where you played.
Yeah, I found that on the first pair we bowled on, I had a pretty good look. Once we changed pairs, it just was like we entered a different bowling center on a different pattern. And, to be honest, after that first game, the best look I had was piss missiles at the headpin with the urethane, really. That's the only thing that was consistent from lane to lane. Now, of course, when you do that, you tend to leave, stuff in the middle. So I tried to shape it for my second shot. And, even on the second shot, some of them would shape, some of them would not. It led to a lot of chopped spares today, for me at least.
Yeah, I think I chopped 1, 3, 6, 10, and then obviously left a lot of 5 and 6 that I missed. But what do you do?
That's bowling. I actually only had 2 shots all day that did not hit pins, and bowled like absolute crap. My timing was not good, and I had a cabinet dropped on my shoulder there last week, and my arm still hurts quite a bit, so that didn't help. But that's okay. We're still here for you on the mic.
Hell yeah.
And as I said, Cousin It, a former guest, soon to be an actual, just a part of the show now. As you guys know, Frankie, he is moving south, but fear not, Frankie and I have been in talks with, keeping the brand alive probably and maybe taking it national. So stay tuned for all sorts of things coming in the near future for FDDS and us here in the local bowling community. Really exciting stuff looking to happen. We're looking to probably try to expand the high school program.
Yeah.
Just all sorts of great things coming soon. Do not hesitate to stay tuned for all of that, for sure. So let's get into the standings for today. The top 16 actually made it to right here. Made it to this round that you see in front of you.
Minus 89.
Minus 89, yeah, it was the cut today to get to the top 16. Definitely a tough pattern. I'm not sure that we have it loaded up in there, but if we do, we'll show it to you. If not, we will tell it to you. Grindham Gaskill led the field today at plus 49. I did not see Grindham bowl today, but that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah,
He doesn't hook the lane. He throws it pretty hard and right at the headpin for the most part. And that was the only consistent shot, really, for this pattern. But then you have Storm DeVincent in second. Storm, plus 35. Storm, a master of pretty much all lines. We've seen him play it straight. I love watching him loop the lane. Storm Storm can really make things happen. It's pretty awesome. Another guy that can make some stuff happen, Buck Ripcord in third at plus 31. Bucky, he knows his arsenal so well. He has all of the tricks with the hand. So Bucky, always a
And
contender.
I think Crazy Train's ball rolls definitely helped him out today.
Yeah,
Just-
the super twister kind of voodoo roll was definitely
It gets it through
looking
the
good
front.
today. Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you right now, 3 and 4. 3 is probably 10 might be extreme. It is that much tighter than lane 4, so I think we're going to see a lot of lower scores on that pair.
Yeah, baby.
Then 7 and 8 always sucks too. So
Yeah. Well, 1 was no surprise, much stronger than 2 way earlier. After Crazy Train, we have his teammate on Wednesday nights, Ocho Pizzo.
Which another guy that really makes sense. He's a very simplistic game.
Yeah. Oh, dollar.
Oh shoot.
So,
and then you got Tommy Guns, who's probably the hottest bowler.
well, yeah, but let's not forget about Frankie Avalon in 6.
We're gonna save him for last.
Oh, well, I was just going down in order. Frankie. So we had 5 players that were even and above. 4 that were above, Ocho Pizzo being exactly even, shooting 800 for the qualifying block. Frankie Avalon was only -2 on the day. Had a great start, and then his look kind of went away. Let's hope he gains that back for this round. Tommy Guns in 7th at -5. Master Splinter in 8th with -33. Phil Frames at -51. Both great today. Daryl Washington at -56. Mike Fecto at -60. Couch, really great guy. Another one of those perfect ball rolls for this pattern.
Yep.
He throws it pretty hard, gets it at the head pin. I imagine he'll do pretty good. He tied with Fecto at -60. Clausen at -65. Ricky the Razor at -77. Another guy who throws it at the head pin, Boomhammer at -87. And sneaking into the last spot, Keebler Elf at -89.
If you look at the field, not many people roll the ball. It's a lot of spinning.
Spinning or throwing it, pretty hard and at the head pin. I agree.
Phil Frames might be the only guy who rolls it.
Yeah, and was he just using plastic? What was he just? I didn't see it. We'll see it come back on the.
It was black.
So old Jimmy, unfortunately, 1 stick out. The first guy out at -90.
And I'll tell you, he hit the same pairs that I did, and he worked really hard for his -90.
Yeah, for sure.
He's one of our best players, I think, that comes up close.
They were definitely hard today, Cousin Nip, for sure. Let's get rid of that score sheet and get back to the bowling. They were definitely hard today. First game had a great look. After that, it really went downhill from that. Just the consistency of the reaction was not good, and the consistency of my timing was not great. And
it's just they're gonna get ugly. The front,
sure.
The fronts are gone, and I think it's almost clipped, and it's also flat. So
Yeah,
like a flat clip almost.
So Couch being my dark horse. Hopefully he doesn't get too drunk. Yeah, hey, just not too much beer. Not too much beer. Keep rolling it good.
All right, so I like this comment here, Cousin Dong.
Oh, Nesquik.
Because listen, Frankie is going to Alabama.
He is, yes.
He is going to Alabama.
Nesquik, yeah. Couch says hello, Nesquik. Yeah, so Frankie is moving away. However, we are keeping the streaming rights. I've already confirmed with Hungus. He wants us, myself, to keep the streaming rights. And I'm bringing on Cousin It to help with that. We have in the works maybe a couple other people. So Cousin Dong, it might be Donger and Friends. Who knows? It's still going to be under the FDDS umbrella, though, at this point.
Cousin Dong goes in Alabama. That's all we got for today.
Yeah. Well, yeah, down in Alabama, there's probably more Cousin Dong than up here, I would imagine.
Yeah, so maybe Frankie promotes it as that down there to get a couple more viewers.
It could be. Nesquik says, "What's up to Couch? I will have to wait until Couch bowls on lane 6.
Gutter 6 strike. Gotta love it. So he's playing right up the lane with a pearl, it looks like. Maybe it is plastic. Who knows?
I'm not sure. I forgot to look when I came back. Couch. Oh, leaves a 9 pin. So after this 5th game, we're going to cut it down to 8 players. And once you get to the top 8, that's when you actually make cash today. It wasn't until that top 8 until you actually made cash.
Different little format. I would like to see Hungus go to a bracket style for the next year.
So
maybe that's something we can see in the future.
Sunny D checking in gold zone for Couch over there, and that's correct. So I've had many a discussion with Hungus. Here's the deal. Next year, we are cutting down the number of tournaments and possibly cutting down the field size for the tournaments as well. So, yes, Sunny D, yes, that gold zone for Couch for sure. Couch leaving that 9-pin, picking it up, though he starts double and a 9 spare. Yes, so next season, there will be less Karl's World Tour tournaments, less FDDS style tournaments, a smaller field for most of the tournaments. Now, that's not to say that all tournaments will have a smaller field, because, and right now, only Hungus and I know this information, Cousin.
That is true.
We're the only 2 that know this. But the first FDDS tournament of the year is already scheduled.
Yes.
Oh.
It's already scheduled for next year. So next season. It is this year, but it is next season. So, but only Hungus and I and one other person on this earth
knows the day. And
two other people. Yes. Our legal department does know about it. The legal department is, of course, the legal department has to be in the know, right, Cousin Hill?
That is true.
They have to be. So, but
what about,
only Hungus and I know the specifics of the tournament.
What about mismatch play? Are we running that back this summer?
So,
there we go.
Yes, I'm not really sure what's going to happen with the missed match play. I know that some people have stepped up to want to take on all of the Hungus tournaments and such. Of course, they're Hungus's, so whatever Hungus wants to do with them, he can do with them. I personally, we will not be taking over those tournaments per se, taking on Frankie's spot, only because we're going to keep our own events, and we're keeping the stream. So there's going to be plenty of work for us to do already. TOC is something that we'd like to keep going.
To start the year, right? Is that always like a year starter?
And then I'm not sure about the non-champs. Like I said, the discussion with Hungus was cutting down the number of tournaments. We certainly oversaturated the market this year, 100%. And we realized
the non-champs, you'll be gone.
I'll be gone for that. I can't bowl it anyhow. You can't bowl it either.
So if someone else wants to step up, maybe that's a discussion to have. I don't know.
Yes, if in fact Hungus would want to run it. So our dream was to have the same pattern every year for the non-champs, because it would reward the people that show up every year to bowl it, and the same person will not run over the field every year because they're going to win and they can't bowl it again.
Exactly.
So, Joe checking in. So for most tournaments, yes, the field will be reducing from 64 to 48. However, this first tournament that I already talked about, that Hungus and I have already booked, will stay 64. It's one of our staple favorite tournaments. You will not want to miss it. Stay tuned on our page. We will definitely have all the information for you when time is come.
Just a reminder, we have our 4K event as well, June 23rd. I believe it's the Sunday's the finals, so 22nd, right?
Yes,
or
yes.
21st.
So it's going to be the 20th, 21st, 22nd. It's going to be a 3-day event. We're going to have a great, really, really good band in right here at Bayside Bowl on the stage.
Music all night.
Yeah, so it's going to be a full event. It's the 15th anniversary of Bayside Bowl. So you will not want to miss that. It's only a $100 entry this year,
which is
and a awesome. 4K payout. There'll be 3 different squads. And if you're one of the players that is traveling from across the country to bowl this,
It's Bowl Sunday. So.
yes, Hungus is keeping the Sunday entries open for those players that are traveling a long way to get here, which is pretty cool because you can only have to bowl Sunday. If you make the cut, you get to bowl in the match play, bracket, finals, all of that if you can make it the whole way to the 4K.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
And El Nino will be back too, I heard.
What's that? Our next one is at 4K. Yeah.
I heard a little rumor El Nino might be back for that one too.
Yes, that is correct. Yeah, El Nino will be back for that one. Yeah,
he's the reigning champion, is what I would say, wouldn't you?
I would. Yeah, I would.
After that spare conversion, is what did you shoot 8-something for 3 games? That was probably the greatest set of bowling anyone's ever done in this building.
It was absolutely amazing. El Nino, our good friend, a really great, awesome guy. We're gonna miss him and his family greatly. But here's the deal: he's doing stuff for him and his family that is definitely bettering all of that. And how can you go against that? I mean, he's such a good guy. He definitely deserves it. And we were talking about when we're down in Dallas, maybe we could take a little trip.
Well, 4.5-hour road trip.
I think it's only 3.5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe.
So
We'll see.
head over and maybe give Nino a shout out, see his new digs and everything.
And also, speaking of Team Masters, it looks like Gary is going to have an adult version of
An
that.
adult Masters, next, what is it, February or March or something like that in Vegas. Limited to 256 bowlers, but using just that one skills ball.
I saw in there's a senior division, a two-handed, a one-handed.
Yeah, no, two-handed left,
right,
one-handed left, two-handed right, one-handed right. You will have multiple senior divisions, multiple women's divisions. It's pretty awesome.
So I'm sure Ding Dong will make sure not to schedule anything that weekend here at Bayside to try to promote to go out there.
Yeah. I might be going to Vegas.
I think
for that
you might see Cousin It go to Vegas too that weekend.
Yeah. So we might have some Cousin Dong in Vegas.
Vegas, yeah. Maybe my mother will go too.
Oh, now it's a party.
Well, it depends if it's basketball tournament time. That's the only kicker here.
No, February 6th.
Fuck basketball.
Aaron, it's before.
What's that?
Who else?
Yeah,
Couch. We're gonna recruit Couch to go out to Vegas too.
Oh shit!
Should we? Hey, Vegas in February. What do you think?
That's the ultimate one ball right there.
Yeah, it is. Yep.
Oh,
He's already going out.
Boo.
All right.
So Splinter's on a heater.
Yeah, Splinter's got a pretty good look. Standing inside. Is he? No, he's out of the purple. It looks like.
Is that a dark web? I can't tell.
Frankie's still with the purple.
Yeah. No way.
Frankie's on the left though, so it's a little fresher on that side.
Couch is gonna put some pressure on. I know he's a ways back.
Yeah, that is definitely not a purple. Ooh, 9-pin. Good shot though. I mean,
he has a really good look.
It is, great question coming from the legal department.
Here, I'm gonna grab food. I'll be right back.
So the cut to the top 8, will be the cumulative score of the first 5 games. Nesquick checking in, Bang and Thane. You know how Frankie does. All right, hey, Frankie, a little heavy on that one. Maybe banged it a little too hard, but did not leave a split. Only left the 4-7. Couch making sure he's up on the correct lane 6. Still in the gold zone. Oh, baby.
I don't know. That kind of looks like a ghost, doesn't it?
Was it? Did he switch?
That looked like a
Oh, let's get the hard-hitting interview. Is that the ghost or is that the ghost? Oh! Couch switching to the ghost.
Hungry.
And hey, that was a great shot, Couch. Huge double, baby. Huge double.
Yeah.
They look like shit.
Yeah.
Couch has a great look out here. One of the best outgoing so far. But remember, it's a cumulative with only the top 8 moving on.
He's gonna need some help.
So Couch needs to make up just a few sticks. I mean, he's not too far behind. He's 27 pins behind 8th place after 4. So,
I mean, to be honest, looking around at the scores, it looks like a war of attrition right now.
yeah, for sure. I agree. Master Splinter should go up the standings, if anything. He's got a great look right now.
Yeah, but then the next guy's -5. That's the tough part here.
Ocho
True,
Piso's,
yeah.
Ocho Piso's going at a pretty good clip, and he was even.
He was even, yeah. He was one of the 5 people we have to go even today.
Buck, what was Buck at? Yeah, Buck's not going to drop that far.
Bucky was in 3rd place at +31.
Because he's on the
Tommy
struggle
Gunn's
bus.
only -5. And so, like we said, Master Splinter -33 in 8th. Goes to -5 in 7th.
Didn't he just shoot 260 on that pair last game?
Who's that?
Ryan.
Rindham shot
Rindham.
262, as a matter of
On
fact.
that same pair that
Yeah,
he finished on, yeah.
grabbing high game pot, I'm sure.
Yeah,
Not sure how much it paid today, but
screw that guy right now. Dumb
well,
joking.
we talked about him having a very good ball roll for this pattern. I mean,
Yes, up the lane was the look.
up the lane, throws it pretty hard, right at the head pin, doesn't cross a lot of
No, he-
boards, and that looked the best on this pattern.
I'm gonna be honest. He hits them every time.
Oh, he's a great bowler. Yeah, he's
He's
when you make him hard and he can move to the gutter, he's money. Absolutely money.
that looks in.
And the straighter,
was
the
him.
straighter,
Did it
the
sit
straighter
there?
he
It
gets
sat
by.
I
there.
don't know how, but it sat there. So
Yeah.
I wonder. That's got to be a symmetrical ball. I think
Gotta
it's,
be.
It's
Yeah.
got to be the dark web, is what it looks like. This
Is it
far.
that or is it a verge maybe?
One? Yeah, mate. I don't know.
Let's see if we can see when it comes back
That's
here.
what I was waiting for.
Oh, hammer effect.
It is an effect.
Oh shit.
Four.
Huh?
The effector.
That
So
looks
that's
like it.
why it's backing off in the back.
Maybe it's just shiny. I'm not sure. Like Tommy got
The,
the
the Tor is the one with the pink label.
So
right?
that would make sense why it's standing up and just rolling forward for him and not like leaving that 4-9 on a shot like that you would expect any symmetric ball symmetric to leave 4-9 for sure.
I think that's asymmetric a little bit. I'm not sure.
It is, yeah. It's a
But
mild
it's gonna lower
asim.
RG.
Yeah, and so it's definitely made to control the lane a little bit more. Oh, Ocho with a great shot leaves a wrapper 10 pin.
Yeah, I think your top 8 are going to stay about the same. I don't think anyone's going to make it out the gutter.
Yeah,
You
no
don't have
one
anybody in the
is
bottom eight,
really
like, really making a
whacking
move.
them right now.
There were a couple guys that only needed to beat somebody by like 10 or 15 pins, though. Phil Frames could have snuck in. I don't know what he's doing over there.
Maybe Becto? I mean, or T way, he's way off. So let's start filling in some names. Couch, maybe.
Couch is C over
But
here.
he just whiffed.
Couch
the
is
single.
C on 5 and 6.
Come on,
Yeah.
Roman.
Roman would be the guy to catch right now,
Big miss for Roman. Right
but he
there.
has to beat it by 60 pins.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow,
I mean, all he needs to do is go
Coming
mark,
off
mark,
of the
190.
split, Bucky just threw it really good on lane 1. It looks like he's having some trouble in lane 2, though.
Yeah, he ain't looking sharp right now, but it's Buck Ripcord, so we'll probably figure it out and just kick everyone's ass. But
Yeah,
yeah.
and he has a pretty healthy cushion, too. So
Oh yeah. Bill Frames. Will
all right. So it looks
Phil
like
Frames D.
7 and 8 are going to be the first ones to finish. So we'll be pulling scores off of that pair to
see,
start.
Splinter just got
that was
that.
awful today.
So Splinter just got that about 10 boards right on his last shot, and it's shaped. So he's in the right part of the lane with the right ball. Clearly.
Ghost.
So it actually looks like Clausen might be the first
Mix
one
them
to
up,
finish
Couch,
up
mix them
if
up.
Boomhammer can make this spare.
Where's Couch finish?
Couch is
Minus
he
60.
needs to make up like 27 pins.
Strikes out for
I don't think he's going
strikes
to
out
get
for
there.
220.
So Boomhammer did make the spare. Clausen,
There's
he is
plenty
going to
of people that won't
open
go.
He's going
here.
to do it lefty.
So what
There's
did
at least two
Clausen
guys on this
have?
pair that aren't going to break 200.
what did Clausen shoot? He's A, or the first one on
65.
165.
Yeah.
A score that doesn't matter. Are we allowed to say that?
Yeah, so he was already minus 65, minus another 35. He's going to be sitting at minus
Boomhammer
100.
Books, 179 Boomhammer.
Like
179 for Boomhammer.
For our purposes, I don't think any of those are really going to matter.
No, so he loses another 21 pins. That puts him at
It
minus
sucks.
108.
I was there after game 1 today. I feel the
Ricky the
pain of
Razor
everybody.
Ricky the Razor can go 226, but I don't think that's going to be enough.
Okay. All right.
We got Phil Frames.
Bill with the strike.
Needs it. You can go 09.
That's a really good game, though. Like,
Yeah, it is.
Ocho's came a little heavy and left 4 pin.
yeah, so
He just
60.
needs to stay clean, and he'll,
Yeah,
be,
so
he'll be okay.
if he whips this, it might get interesting.
Oh, wow. Great shot on 1 for Grind'em.
See, Tommy Guns, his ball just hooked 4 times.
High plus.
Tommy has been the hottest bowler on the Portland area planet right now
For
lately.
like the last 2 months.
Yeah.
anyways, yeah.
He is on a heater.
When he came back from his injury.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah,
So is time away a good thing? Let us know in the comments.
right.
Fuck, Rip.
Sometimes it can be. You forget about all your bad habits.
So
you
did
develop.
Ricky get the first one? It looks like maybe in the 10.
He did.
He did, yeah.
And then who is it? Keeb on the other side?
So, yeah, he was finished.
Ocho did not whip that. He
Another-
actually made that
Ricky
one.
needed that. He left the bucket with the prize.
Another great player is Ricky the Razor.
Ricky, yeah. Steady player.
He's consistently
Been in the
cut.
game a long time here in Maine State Bowling. A legend, if you will, of Maine State Bowling.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
I remember when I was a kid growing up.
Oh,
He's
yes,
one of the guys I
absolutely.
really looked up to.
Yes, for sure.
Him and Roy Yarbrough and those guys.
Yeah, I had not introduced him. You hear Sonny D checking in there from the side of the booth.
Yeah, like Ding Dong said, random people are gonna stop in.
Yeah, we're all inclusive here at the Frankie and Ding Dong show, and that's not gonna change. We're gonna bring you
I want to try
the same or better if we can quality coverage that we've always had.
I want to try to pitch in with everybody else when I
Yeah,
can.
yeah. So Ricky the Razor is in
214.
214 for Ricky.
Great game.
155 for Keith.
Great game. Don't know if it's gonna get him there. Someone's
Yeah,
got to.
if he's not on the last pair.
So
he shoots
Ricky
214.
actually gained back 14 pins. That's going to put him at minus 63.
Which I think is not enough.
Keeb is done. I'm not even going to do the math. He gave away another 45
He's
pins.
done, yeah.
Tommy Guns.
Who's the A bowler over here? Phil or
I don't know. Yeah, Phil. Phil went 193.
193.
I think he's out.
Phil went 193.
the C bowl? Who's the C bowler?
It's Fecto.
So Fecto, C is Couch. What did Couch shoot?
191.
191. So Fecto's a D, and then B is going to be Daryl Washington.
Fecto's got a chance to go plus anyway.
Remember,
So Couch went to minus
I think
69.
I'm fucking,
Phil Frames went to minus
Ojo, if he misses this, goes minus 70.
58.
the one, yeah, but I don't. No
What?
one.
Phil was only 20 out. Oh, but that's not from Tito. Never mind. Who's the low guy on this?
So
right
what
floor?
what did these
Oh, he
guys
whipped, he
get?
whipped.
Fecto was on the
202.
left, 202
And 169 for the guy I don't know his name.
for Daryl Washington.
Daryl Washington.
Daryl Wash.
So minus 58 tied with Phil Frames now is Mike Fecto. Giving away another 31 pins puts
Ooh,
him at
and Pizzo
minus
missed that.
87.
Ocho Pizzo's in with minus 22 that game.
So
178.
178.
That
So
might-
he's
that
at
might,
minus
uh,
22 for the total now. Who's the other bowler? Tommy Guns?
Tommy Guns is a C bowler, yeah. 215 for Tommy Guns.
215 for Tommy
I think
Guns.
Pizzo's going to drop to 8, which sucks because he's going to have to give up a stupid amount of pins.
Tommy Guns now goes to plus 10.
Although 1 and 2, no one ran him over. So Splinter, I don't know how far out he is.
Possibility of not having a
He was
single
an
200
eighth.
game almost.
He was an
too.
8.
So he might get to like second or third here and get some pins on
So
somebody.
is Bucky might be in.
Too much math going on right now.
Because Bucky is
the math
C.
ain't mathing.
Yeah, we got the mathing
Bucky's
going.
in the books at
179.
179 for Bucky.
Splitter.
Oh, that's a huge
He gives
double.
away 21. He's at plus 10. Now tied with
Huge
Tommy
double.
Guns.
Gives him a chance to go plus 30 here. What's Splinter at going in?
Splinter is minus 33. He was on the bubble.
So he double here gives him plus 30 something.
Grind him. What's Grind him gonna?
Frankie A.
84, 184 for Brandon Gasco.
184. Okay, that's still all right. He only gives up 16.
Yeah,
That
but
puts him at plus
over-
33. Still in first for now.
that's what, 5? That's
So
almost.
Crazy's going to be D.
Yeah, but that's 3 pins a game. That's 3 pins of handicap in the next round that Gaskell's going to give up, which it doesn't sound like
Splinter
a
was
lot.
at minus 33. If he strikes out, he'll be plus 5.
Yeah, so Splinter, who's minus 22 now?
At
Ocho.
minus 22, we have Ocho Pizzo.
So yeah, I think that's going to be bottom guy if I had to guess. So
Pretty close.
Crazy Train is going to move up, I think, a little bit.
So Crazy is D. Good
Huge
shot
double.
for Master Splinter
Huge
there.
double.
That's putting that shit on everything there, Sonny.
Yeah, well, in the text.
Yeah, that
Sorry,
double
it
in the 10 did give
Yeah.
him 3 in a row. Storm up on 2. He's using purple. Playing it pretty deep, too. Frankie's still in the purple. Ooh, that came up.
That's not good, Frank.
It's all right. I don't know.
That was
Oh,
just
that's
a fill
a
ball.
shot. That's-
Just
So
a
he
fill
might be
ball.
bottom guy.
All right, what did Frankie get to that game? 189?
Crazy Train!
So Frankie gives up 11 more. And he's at
Let's go,
minus
Crazy!
13
88
now.
for Frankie.
188 minus 14.
So he's over Ocho.
So we're just
So
waiting on
Storm-
Splinter,
Storm-
Storm, and Crazy.
Yeah,
at
Storm
this
get to
point.
180,
Splinter
190
for
range.
230.
Splinter, oh,
7.
great ball, great finish for Master
237.
Splinter. What did he
Nice
have?
shot, Randy.
What did Splinter have?
237.
237.
So
Plus 37.
plus 5, right?
Puts him
Yeah,
at plus 4.
Plus 4.
Wow,
Four.
what a game. Best game of this round.
Too bad the high game pot's over.
Well, yeah, there's that. There's that.
Storm.
Storm with the purple
Storm.
does not make
Never
the corner.
He's like
Slow
170, right? 176 plus 10.
Now he's going to be 86.
186 if he can pick it up,
86 if he covers it.
which I don't know.
Crazy Train
So,
Yeah, he
on
was already
1.
plus anyway.
Oh,
Right.
a little
It don't
heavy
matter.
lead.
That's-
Plus, he'll be
That was
even.
just a fill ball, so he'll take that.
Yeah,
With that
Storm
spare, he goes plus
All right,
80.
so Storm,
80.
Even.
minus 14.
so 186. And what did Crazy have?
225.
225. All right, so that puts Storm, he gives away 14 pins, puts him
Even.
at plus 21. And then Crazy grabs another 25 pins, puts him at plus 55,
I think he's
and the first spot.
Yeah, so he's gonna get a pull his buddy, obviously, but he's gonna get a massive amount of pins, right?
Not really.
20 maybe?
Yeah, but he's even. No, not 20.
No.
It's your average.
No, Roman's like minus 20, and I think Crazy's plus 50. That's a 70 pin. That's a 70 pin give over 5 games. Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
16, 17 pins. That's a big
What
give.
is plus 50 divided by 5?
10.
Okay, so we have a tie in the
210
fourth
and
hole, but unofficially, this is what it's looking like. Unofficially, we have Crazy Train in first at plus 55. Grindham Gaskill in second at plus 33.
Frankie's punching it in.
Stom at plus 21 in third. Now a tied for fourth with Buck Gripcord and Tommy Guns. So fifth, which would be sixth, is Master Splinter. Frankie Aberlon in seventh at minus 14. And Ocho Pizzo is the bubble guy at minus 22. Now, this is unofficial. Quick math here in the booth. Of course, Frankie over there grinding out the numbers right now. We have Mama D checking in. How did Phil do? So Phil actually minus 58 after this game. He gave
rolled
up another
really-
7 pins. So it looks like he's going to be tied for the first guy out. But
He's a ways off. But
to
he
be
rolled-
fair, it was 35,
978.
40. Wait,
Well, you should
yeah,
be.
30,
You got to go Roman.
195.
38 more pins, 37 more pins
Like
is what he would need, and Phil
17.
Frames would have needed.
What? Plus 50?
Yeah,
What
Phil
was
Frames
plus 50?
needed another 37 pins that game.
Yeah, I
Indeed.
flipped the standings. I maybe. Did we
What
get?
was his score? 211.
Oh, it is. It's updated. Let's go ahead and get it on the screen. I think we were correct here.
Adam, getting 16. 16.
Where is it?
That's 211 average. And Roman had 195.
This
He's
one?
getting 16.
Yeah, like I said,
There it is.
It's like
All
a
right.
2-frame head start.
So,
I mean, it's
just
not
as we
really. It's a
suspected,
mark.
Crazy Train is your new leader. Brian Gaskill in second.
Yeah.
Stom in third. A tie for fourth with Tommy Guns and Buck Ripcord. Master Splinter in sixth. Frankie Aberlon in seventh. And Ocho Pizzo rounding out the top 8 at minus 22. First guys out, a tie between Mike Fecto and Phil Frames at minus 58. What you thinking about this, Cousinet? What do you
That's quite
think
a
about
gap.
this
I'm
top
gonna-
8?
So I'm gonna say, I think Frankie's gonna have a tough hill to climb. Same thing with Ocho Pizzo.
Minus 22.
After that, it's gonna be about straight up bowling for everyone. So
Big gap.
we're gonna have a lot of good
Not
matches.
good.
You have Buck Ripcord and Master Splinter.
30 pins in.
Yeah, so Crazy Train will face Ocho Pizzo on
Yeah.
7 and 8.
No, it was like
Yeah, so we're gonna.
On 5 and 6, we're going to have a 4-5 matchup, which I'm not sure exactly how that's going to be determined. We'll have to talk to Frankie about that. About the. Oh, okay. So 4-5 is Tommy and Buck, right? So it's just Tommy and Buck.
Oh, it is. Yeah.
Yeah. Because they tied in that spot for 4-5. That's perfect. Tommy Guns faces Buck Ripcord on 5 and 6. Then
Nope.
on 3 and 4, we have a Stom.
Splinter.
Stom up against the 6th seed Master Splinter on 3 and 4. Splinter just bowled on 3 and 4. That might be an advantage for him. And on 1 and 2, we have a Grind'em. Now this is third game in a row on 1 and 2 for Grind'em Gaskill.
You know what?
And then he's going to face our own Frankie Aberlon on 1 and 2.
You guys all set?
Yeah.
Your pin differentials on the 1-8 are plus 16 for Crazy.
Okay.
Nothing for the 4-5. They're dead even.
Yep.
The 3-6 is plus 3 for Storm.
Plus
and
the-
plus 9 for Grind'em.
Awesome. Thank you, Frankie Aberlon, for checking
All right.
into the booth with the plus minus.
Let's get our picks.
That
in.
would only affect this round. Has no effect beyond this round. But, you
There's
know,
really only one match with
that-
a big differential too.
yeah. And that differential is huge because that gets you into the semifinals, the top 4 in this Bowler of the Year. Now, the players that made it this far, you've at least made money at this point, in the tournament regard, not counting
Yeah.
brackets and high game and all of that.
Way to go, Nut Sauce. Making a mess down there.
Dude, how did I beat you by 50?
We'll let Frankie
I
go through.
I started lofting the gutter.
Yeah, I mean, I nailed the last game in too.
Your number 8 qualifier, Ocho Pizzo.
It was literally the first game was the difference. Because then we both had 30 in the second game, 77 in the third game, and we were real close.
Just shot 180 that game.
Bro, I didn't miss the hole after the fucking second game at all. 7 8 was a nightmare. I was 5 for 5 on 7 and 0 for 5 on lane 8. I hate that pair.
Yours
What?
truly. Maybe Frankie's going to change his name to yours truly.
Right.
He will take on your 6 seed at +4, Master Splinter.
Stop.
Stom gets 3 pins. 3 pins for Stom.
All three of them.
They are on 3 and 4. 3 and 4 for Stom and Splinter. On 5 and 6.
Splinter just bowled on
we
that pair.
have a
Good
tie
for
for
him.
your
He had
4 and
230
5
on that
seed,
pair.
so they are
Yeah.
gonna get
So
even
not only
plus
that, but
10
Grindum
apiece.
has bowled the last 2 games on 1 and 2, and is going to have a third game now on 1 and 2.
Yeah, I mean, no excuse for him not having these look, that's for sure.
No,
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest. He just shot 170.
But he been 260 the game before.
I get it, but I think Frankie, fresh left over there,
Yeah.
watch out.
Oh, yeah, he should have a cleaner look for sure.
Everyone, I think, had a better look on the fresh for the most part in this today's tournament. Grindum Gaskill, of course, shot 262 in game 4, so he was kind of an outlier with that. But Big Max Million checks in Roman versus Adam. Love it. More bragging rights for one of them on Wednesday. Yes, they are teammates, as I referred to earlier, on the Wednesday league. And that team, shout out to them, are in the championship
Roll off the league.
roll-off on Wednesday. How do I know this, baby? How do I know this? Ask me. Someone ask me.
How do you know it?
Because
He's on the other
my
team.
team
Yeah.
with Frankie is bowling against them Wednesday night
No
in the
way.
championship.
We're
So
gonna
yeah,
we're gonna
so it's
stream
going to
it?
be a huge amount of fun. You know what? I hadn't thought of that. I had not thought of that at all. Jesus, cousin it with the great ideas all fucking week. 2 weeks or so now. Yeah, exciting stuff in the near future. We've been talking a lot about that. Again, I already told you guys our first tournament of the year. Hungus and I have already booked. Hungus and I, and we know all of the details.
Looking forward
Besides the oil pattern, which I haven't built yet. Which
to it. You know, so I'm gonna
for
work on
the
that.
for the FDDS stuff, I will definitely continue building our custom oil patterns just like we have.
You have one for Jeff, DJ BT?
I have one for Jeff and his DJBT as well. So the history of custom oil patterns will not change. That's that's my passion.
Get your kids out here if they want to bowl, right?
The DJBT, yeah, for sure. I think it's full right now, but get on the waiting list. Check him out on Facebook, DJBT.
They ran through it last year.
Jeff Purchase. You may have heard Nate Purchase. Guy got himself Rookie of the Year in the PBA. That's Jeff's son.
Yeah.
Permit.
They're a great family.
Shout out to Permit.
And I got to tell you, that DJBT tournament series is absolutely amazing. Check them out. They're usually in southern New England.
What they getting 2 on each lane? Or?
I don't know. Frankie, what is the practice? 2 on each. All right.
2 on each.
So KD checking in. Let's go, Ocho. Love it. Support your bowlers. They get 2 balls on each lane here.
Hell yeah.
For practice. I got to tell you guys, today was one of the first days of the summer that the humidity really affected us here in the building today.
Yeah.
What's up?
Grind them.
Grind them. Yes, it did shake out that way. It did shake out. Grind them has now 3 games in a row on that pair.
He's running into his own race.
Oh,
So
100.
last tournament was Roman's first cut.
And now this tournament, he has made it to the top 8 the bowler of the year.
And we crossed together. So this morning I told him, hey, I like your chances. We crossed together last time. You made your first cut. I'm going to be stuck with him for the rest of the season, for the rest of the tournament now.
There you go.
He's going to request a bowl with me every time. We are a
Again, I'm not
bunch.
exactly sure what next year's tournament series will be, other than the fact that we will have less events and there will be events that have a smaller field. Now, again, that first event that we booked, that will be a full field of 64. But that won't be till fall.
I would assume the majors would be more of a open field.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. But yeah, the tournaments will look a little bit different here at Bayside Bowl going forward. You will still have some quality fun events, For the events that you've come to love here from FDDS, we will still have some of those, and you will still again have those custom oil patterns that you've come to love from the minds of myself and the mad scientist. That partnership is just going to grow and grow and grow.
I'd assume with a more open schedule that our buddy Colonel Sanders will try to take advantage and book some more tournaments up with those too.
You know what? I would love to see that. I would love to see the workload of tournament life, if you will.
Spread out a little bit.
Yeah, definitely spread out a little bit. Not that I don't love you guys at home, but, every once in a while, if we let some other centers take on rather than here at Bayside Bowl, that wouldn't be bad either. We will still definitely have some tournament action here at Bayside Bowl for you.
Real question. Where the fuck is Colonel today?
Him and Jesus
Where the
make
fuck
it.
are you, Colonel?
Did he have enough points to make
They
it?
were both on the schedule. They both didn't come today.
I miss you, bro. That's what I was going to
What
get at.
happened, Colonel? Where you at?
Colonel,
Check in with us.
I miss you.
You get a flat tire?
You
You
can't-
know, if you didn't make it,
Oh,
then
wait.
Jesus wasn't
They
coming.
were supposed to bowl and
They were
didn't
both
show
in.
up.
They were both in.
No. They bailed.
Oh.
But I'm saying they were both in the top. They were
Yeah.
on the list
But-
of being here.
I'm not sure.
So I'm assuming something came up, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, hey, life is what it
Yeah.
is, and like I was saying before, this is one of the reasons that I don't mind us not shooing such a big burden of the main tournament life here at Bayside Bowl.
I know
Just
that.
because it will be fun to be able to go to an event
Yep.
and either, sure, if you're interested in hiring us here at the show for the event, that's one thing. However, it might not be bad to just go to an event and just be able to enjoy the event. Enjoy my friends, enjoy all 4 games of qualifying rather than game 4 having to be setting up for the show. Not that I don't love doing it. I love doing it, and that's why I continue to do
But
it.
it does take away from your focus if you're trying to make it cut.
It really does, yes. But that's okay. It is what it is. And Hungus knows, Hungus and I are on the same page. He knows that I love the community here at Bayside Bowl.
Oh, yeah.
And, all of you guys at home, whether it be you FDDS people, Karl's World Tour people, BOPO people, Draft League people, anyone here in this building, this has been quite a ride. And it's just going to get faster and faster because Ned, you and I, we got some stuff going on.
I still think the Battle of the Brands was a fail. I think, obviously, there's a lot more than we know
Yes.
that went down, I'm sure. But I definitely think we all missed them coming up this year for sure. I know I did. I don't know about you.
And hey, the whole world of PBA is going to be changing a little bit as well because they just signed a big deal with the CW. Now the CW, at first one might say, what the fuck, the CW? But
They're over the
keep in mind,
air broadcast.
they just took on NASCAR,
Oh,
like one of the biggest sports in sports entirely.
So, and you don't even have to have cable. It's an over-the-air station. You can get it on your antenna.
Yeah. So I mean, that's huge.
On
So
broadcast
so
TV.
Fox has now lost NASCAR and
PBA.
Yeah.
And who else is the CW?
They don't care. Though. They got football. They'll lean on football.
So
Now, I know.
some of the golf, some of golf. Now golf is big money.
Yeah.
But, so like Sunny D was saying, they have their football, their college, and all that. So I don't think they really care.
Well, no.
But
And I know that on the DL, I've heard that Flo is taking on a lot more college stuff as well, which is pretty cool. You guys at home probably remember Flo Sports from Flo Bowling. Was it Strike X or what the hell did it turn into? X Strike or something turned into Flo Bowling or sold out to Flo Bowling. Now it looks like the CW picking up bowling. Hey, it can't hurt. Keeping bowling on TV, that Battle of the Brands was definitely fun. It was a fun, different thing to do. But I think they tried to manufacture the crowd that we have here at Bayside, and it's just organic here. So it's completely different Those of you guys that have lived it and have been here, you can speak on it. But those of you guys that haven't lived it and been here, you really don't feel the intensity through the TV. If you're here in the crowd, it is absolutely electric. You can feel it. You guys know, you've been here
Oh yeah.
many times with the PBA.
Yeah.
Whether we're on TV or not, we celebrate these guys. We have fun with these guys here on and off the lanes. It's an incredible week.
Listen, for the price of admission, getting in here to watch a championship event, you still get that feel like you're at a World Series or the Super Bowl. The people here are nuts.
Eyes flush.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you really feel the atmosphere. It's
Huge
probably
double.
it's in Maine has to be louder than the Alphon. Like, I'll go that far.
Yeah.
UMaine hockey is not as loud as this place here.
Yeah.
I've been to both, and it's bowling, and we celebrate the fuck out of it.
Oh, we do, and as we should, because it is a professional sporting event. Now, and I've spoken on this before, but any professional sporting event you go to, the people get raucous.
Yeah.
Some of these basketball games, when you're trying to shoot a fucking foul shot, you've got all these little streamers behind the basket. You're trying to kick that field goal for the win.
Yep.
You got all these crazy drunk idiots going crazy trying to make you miss. Now, we're not trying to make anyone miss. We love bowling so much that we actually celebrate every single bowler that walks through the doors of Bayside Bowl. And it's awesome. Getting to see them come and play in our humble little abode here is absolutely awesome. And, I hope that they are able to return again. Master Splinter has a very wide pocket right now.
Yeah, he does.
He's got the whole world.
Yeah. He starts putting that shit on everything in this match against Storm. DeVincent Stom getting 3 pins in that matchup.
What's that called again? Ding dong on 7?
Grandma's teeth, kind of. No, that's what is that? The Super Washout, the Pro
I thought
Tour
that was the
Washout.
Zen Turtle.
No, the Zen Turtle's the 5-7. Yeah.
Okay.
So Zach checking in. Ocho, you got this, big dog. Storm with a huge double of his own. Started with a
Or as DDJ would say,
Ocho's got some work to do over
other
there.
G-force.
other G-force, yes. Ocho makes
Oh!
5, get 5. Ocho complies with that.
Get 5, get 5.
Take that, Adam!
So Grindham comes in a
Tough
little
shot for
heavy on
Bucky.
lane 1, leaving just a 4-pin
I
now.
know what he said, but I did get last today.
Katie checking in right side, super dark.
Oh, the lighting?
Uh,
Yeah, they're
Oh, this camera?
you see, yeah. Did it adjust automatically?
It is a little dark on that side.
All right, let's see if I can get
Lighten up the
it to
contrast a little
lighten
bit.
up real quick. Just need to do that.
Adam starts out with a turkey. Ocho Pijo's got a lot of work to do over there, giving up 16 pins.
where was this for the playoffs?
That-
I said, where was this for the playoffs, Rich? Bro went 1.
Yeah, you guys were out early, huh?
He looked like me today.
All right, let's see how that
Third
looks.
consecutive 8 count for Bucky. He covers this one.
Now it's a little bit too light.
I know. Looking a little bit better.
Frankie!
All right.
8?
Good
know what's
break. That's a
weird
lot of
is,
8 considering.
We run how many events here
Yeah,
and stream
390,
them, and
379.
literally every time we come in, the lighting shows up differently. But there we go. We lightened up the right side of the camera for you there, Katie. Sorry about that.
Oh!
Splinter not
Oh,
able
wow.
to get away with that
Almost
one
carried
and
that.
leaves.
Almost got the-
Is
was
that
like
the
a
namesake Splinter? Is that the
6, 7,
3-6-10? Or is the 9 in there? Is that a 6 count or a 7 count?
7.
It is. So he leaves his namesake spare, the 3-6-10.
I'll say, I don't know if you ever talked to him, like, he bitches about missing this all the time.
Yeah, that's why it's his spare. Yeah, this is the Splinter, the 3-6-10. Yeah.
It makes sense, too, because he hooks the lane, throws it pretty slow,
Yeah.
and I know when your ball starts rolling up, that 3-6-10 is a common one to leave.
Yeah, and he gets around it a lot too.
Yeah.
So
I dropped this a lot.
oh,
That's
he
all.
Really good
stayed
shot.
behind it
Really
and
good
rolled
shot.
that one great, making
Hard
the
straight.
spare.
He is throwing it great today. He
Yeah,
really is.
he really is. Yeah, he's got a great look. Oh,
Like
Frankie come up a little
that's what I
heavy.
mean by slow. Like
A lot of 8.
a lot of us, or for me, two-handed. The purple hammer leaves a lot of those 3-6 10s.
Yeah.
It rolls up off the spot and
Yeah.
kind of pukes.
And it will see it early and then just kind of puke through the nose. Yeah, I definitely agree to that.
So that's kind of what happened there. Within Frankie left a similar leave over there.
Yeah, not always. And then Frankie chunks it, unfortunately.
Tough chop, Frankie.
So
Yeah.
Splinter is just clearing a
Still got a
deadwood
20
there.
pin lead.
Katie says it looks much better. Okay, awesome. Cool. Again, I only see it a little part of the screen here, so you guys at home, your feedback is
Oh!
Ocho
What
Pizzo
a huge break.
making some huge spares over there.
Take
after
that, Adam!
5-pin
That was a big break.
spare they makes. He just makes a lucky.
He left the 1-2-4
spare.
and he got it off the wall. Like
This guy, he's putting
Hey.
on a clinic.
Wall shots are great. Bucky not
Take
able
him
to
when
trip
you
the
get him.
4-pin out.
He
Little
looks
heavy.
so lost, to be honest.
Splinter, oh boy. Wow.
Oh, get out of there,
Wow.
7-9.
How did that come back?
Helicopter that 9.
Holy cow. He let that baby ride.
Yeah.
Based on the ball reaction, I'm
I mean,
seeing right
it
now,
wasn't
he
out
looks
way
like the
out,
1B.
so it was
Yeah.
it stayed tight enough to get there. He definitely has a
Puts on
tighter
a 36
look in the
foot
hole
pattern, like, that's
for
wild.
sure.
But he got stretched out quite a bit with the airplane today.
Fucking
See
let
how
that baby
Storm
ride.
responds here.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
looks to be the match right now. That's hot. The other matches are close, but oh no.
Same shot that Splinter threw. So
Yeah.
I wonder if the lane
No
transitioned a little bit.
He's running out of the road down.
So I heard from someone, was it you, Cousin It,
3
that
is
said
tight.
3 is way tighter than
Yeah.
4.
Which
Oh, yeah.
it's a shitty, unfortunate leave right
Oh,
now.
no.
My God.
Wow.
See, I told you earlier, chopping spares were definitely a problem on this pattern. We talked about that
Was it?
already.
I
Yes.
wish I threw the ball close to the pocket enough to chop him.
Yeah, I only had 2 shots all day that didn't touch pins, but I chopped most of my
I
spares.
chopped 1, 3, 6, 10. I made all my singles.
Oh! Storm division! Storm, if you will.
He's still a
You
fucking
got
legend.
24 feet of dry down there. You get real squirrely.
Oh, for sure,
You're not playing
yeah.
those spares hard
36 foot.
straight.
Let's see if we have the oil pattern loaded. I'm not sure that we do, honestly.
Here goes Gas. He's down.
I didn't see it at the
12.
beginning.
That's
Yes,
it.
we do. No, that's the Michigan Masters. Beautiful Michigan that we
Michigan
visited
Masters?
last time. We visited beautiful Michigan.
Rare.
Oh, yeah,
Pure,
that-
pure
strike.
Michigan.
I honestly would rather pull on that again than this.
This was a lot harder than that. Yes, this was a lot harder. The look is definitely gone inside
Oh,
the middle of the lane, though.
Which
I
I really,
Storm and Jimmy are showing that now.
I'm going to be honest. I think if I was to do it all over again, I'd surface the shit out of something and play that deep all day and just keep cheating it left.
Yeah.
Now, I had a good look up the outside, but it was
Like,
super speed entered.
There's Tommy. He-
Tommy's still playing the outside of the lane.
Yeah, but
That's a double for him.
he's different though.
Tommy, yeah, he is a different cat altogether. He throws it really, really well,
Adam's still
and
playing
he's
pretty far
really,
right, too.
really
He's
hot.
twisting it.
Adam has that,
He spins
super
it.
twist,
He spins the shit out. Yeah.
voodoo roll. He can get urethane to do things that not a lot of people can do.
Super,
All right, here we
super-
go.
Super like high track spin.
That's a good shot.
Very
He's a
high
couple
quality
degrees away
shot
from
from
those
Master Splinter
Korean
there.
bowlers.
Yeah. Frankie, gotta have it. There you go.
Frankie spins the ball too, so
Yeah,
why
he's
makes
got
your game
that.
look
Yeah.
so good.
And
That's
he,
it.
he has a pressure look on the pattern a lot of times too, which allows him to stay in urethane a lot longer than we
Ocho's
can
not-
usually stay in it.
Yeah,
Ocho's he's finding out the hard way that 8 is always tighter down
It
lane.
sucks.
Or can
Yeah.
we just say that pair is the worst pair on both sides?
It's close.
13 and 14
I was-
is either the greatest or the worst.
I
True,
bowled on
true.
7-8 today. I struck 5 times on 7 and 0 times on 8.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Welcome to Bayside Bowl.
Yes, sir.
Your ball will be right back,
There
sir.
we go.
Yeah,
Tommy
yeah.
Goods.
Tommy shooting at the baby split.
Great
Man,
shot.
what did he throw that? 10,000 miles an hour?
Pretty fast.
21. Can you do something?
That
for
guy's
21.
got some fast speed, I tell you.
He generates all that ball speed with his feet.
Oh, yeah.
He doesn't have a high backswing.
I mean, your legs
Where's
are what control ball speed
the
for sure.
glossy Mexican Bowl today?
He did. Wow.
Ah.
Splinter is getting deeper and deeper into the hole, I'm telling you.
I want to know how. How does
I don't
that-
understand how it's not splitting, honestly.
I want to know how much, or how does that come back off the outside?
Oh, no.
Bucky.
Bucky almost leaving the Splinter, but gets a 10 to fall, just the
You heard him saying
3-6.
though, Ding Dong. Like I don't know how it's wheeling that far.
Well, I mean, Splinter, he rolls it slower, and he gets everything on every shot. I mean, he's not getting cheated by any means. He wants to hook the lane no matter what we're bowling on, and that's his
Gets him
game.
into trouble sometimes, but
Well, yeah,
he's
I mean,
consistent.
yeah,
Bucky.
Chop. Oh, that looked like a chop. Match on 7 and 8 is over. We can move Crazy Train on to the next match. He's up 60, getting 16.
That being said, Splinter is his mechanics right now look really, really good.
Yeah, he's rolling really well.
Listen,
Another person who looks really good right now, Crazy Train.
I'm gonna be honest. His Splinter, his own enemy, is himself.
Oh,
Yeah.
100%. Yeah.
When he's confident and in control,
Yeah.
it's a long day for everybody.
Yeah, when he can shut his brain off and just throw the ball, you better look out.
Yeah. Oh, I agree. I
haven't seen this out of him in a while.
No, not since early in the season.
He's got a hook.
See,
Oh!
Storm is getting that kind of shape as well, but you got to start it way
I would
in
say, yeah,
in
but
order
Storm-
to get that much
I don't
shape.
think Storm is throwing it as far right.
No,
Bucky's right on top of it. Oh,
and he's got 0 strikes.
Yeah, Bucky
7
is
frames,
not having
Buck
a good
Ripcord,
look
0
on,
strikes. You don't say that very
5
often.
and 6 right now.
I think that just tells you how tough they are. And
But so
Gas
Bucky
Man.
he's dead even with Tommy guns.
Gas
no,
Man's about to put him to sleep over
He has
there.
no strikes.
Yeah, well, again, Gasman has probably the best ball roll for this pattern left, except for these guys that are going in and making it look good inside.
Which I tried it earlier. It was just squirming. I didn't have enough surface. But I think, yeah, if you have surface down in there or Storm where he does it, you can just kind of showcase it with that pearl that's in.
Yeah, but
Well,
see, it just sat there.
But
and
that's
carried.
lane 3. If he does that on lane 4, I think he goes through the nose.
Well, and we watched that happen. He made the split, but I mean, leaving that split was the problem. Storm putting that shit on everything
See,
with that great strike.
Get him up.
Frankie's running into that spot where all of us on the right head where it looks like his ball just can't get there.
Yeah. So, and this is the first time he's run into that all day. We saw it right after game 1 on the right-hand side of the lane. But that just goes to show you how much longer the left-hand side holds up.
So Crazy Train's in.
So Crazy is
That match is over.
he whacked Ocho Pizzo, took him behind the woodshed there, and so that's going to be
He gave him that old Alabama love.
yeah, and that's going to probably continue into Wednesday night. He's probably going to grind it into him all Wednesday night. Hey, remember when I beat you on Sunday?
Hopefully you can tell Adam that you beat him. See,
Yeah,
there.
absolutely.
See, so that
See,
ball,
4 is
that ball was in. But I think honestly, if you throw that shot on 3, it strikes.
Oh, 100%. I'd agree to that.
Splinter definitely has the best look.
So Tommy Guns can double here, right?
Yeah.
Crosses over for the
doubles
double.
up, and he's already up.
The old
He's
Frank-
already up 30 pins.
The
so
old
that puts him up
Frankie
40.
Aberlon.
He was up 36. Now he's up 46.
Yeah, not very often you see that happen with Bucky, but Bucky, he's really not having a good look on 5 and 6.
He doesn't.
Yeah, I bowled game 4 and 5 and 6, and my best look was a piss missile at the headpin with the
So
ear.
this is a big.
I've been bowling with Buck
Uh-oh.
Ripcord for at least 15 years. He was on one of the first teams that he came out of Junior League. I bowled with him.
I remember.
I
I remember you guys as
can't.
juniors.
I can't I can't count the number of times I've never seen him throw a strike, do 8 frames on one hand. I
Yeah,
can tell you that much.
yeah, absolutely.
So Frankie's the nails in the coffin for him.
So it just goes to show you how tough they're getting right now.
Yeah.
I've got to tell you, I really like the way Crazy Train's ball roll's looking right now.
Tell him, you got to say him. Well, we obviously know the winners, but who's he grabbing the next round?
Who's that? Crazy Train is
Tommy or
gonna,
Bucky on
yeah,
one
Tommy or Buck on 1 and 2.
Tommy on 1 and 2. That the guys left it's gonna be close. I think Gaskell, honestly, I think you're right where he might have the best shot at this point.
I think he's got the best ball roll for what's out there. See, that looked out to me, and it actually read the mid lane a little earlier than I thought it would on lane 3.
That's what I've been saying. He's getting it way right sometimes, and it's still shaping, which no one else has been able to do.
Yeah, well, so here's the deal. It's because the ball, rather than going right, the lane is stopping it from getting as far right as it would get. Because, he's definitely pitching it a little bit, but you can see the lane gluing it up and not allowing it to get too far out.
Storm throws a strike here, he goes up by 10.
I should hook.
Storm,
Wow.
man, Storm's a great
10
player.
lead.
He can play the whole lane. Yeah, I mean, he is just, he's trouble. Anytime you're up against Storm, you're in trouble, man. That guy is a PBA legend. And we're just lucky to have him here at Bayside Bowl.
So Grindham's obviously up, but that's a choppable spare.
Oh, Tommy just threw a great one and a nail in the coffin. So Tommy will face Crazy Train on 1 and 2.
6, will we see a strike out of Buck Ripcord this game? That's
So
the real
now,
question.
yeah, I would say with most players, the pressure is off.
Yeah. Oh, almost left the 7-8.
Oh, so that match is open now.
That match is tight.
Splinter,
anyone can win.
So if Splinter strikes out, he
wins by a pin. He can shut him out.
Yeah, 1 pin.
So whoa. We need a spare strike here first
strike out of
from Storm. So let's not get ahead of ourselves.
But Splinter officially controls his own
yes,
destiny.
Splinter
guns and Buck. That one's done.
Oh,
all right, so he's secured the spare.
That scared me a little bit there, to be honest.
Now, if he strikes, it would force Master Splinter to strike out to win by a pin. Is that correct?
Yes, correct.
Okay.
That is correct. Master Splinter still controls.
Well, there's a 3-pin difference.
Oh, that's right. Storm's getting 3.
Storm's getting 3. So Storm only needs 9 or better here.
8. He needs 8. 8 for the win.
8 for the win.
Well, because there's 1 extra pin.
So 7.
Yeah.
Yeah. So eight to win, 7 to tie, right?
Yeah.
Is that
Yeah, I forgot about the 3 pins. I forgot that they were.
I forgot that too.
8 gets him a victory.
And it looks good.
And of course, he throws a strike. So Stom is going to bowl against Grindham Gaskill on 5 and 6. What a match!
No, wait a minute. Our math sucks because Splinter can go 45, right? 50.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
45.
Hold on. That one's not done.
No. Somebody screwed up my math over there.
So wait, Storm shot 34, right?
Right.
So he's at 37. So
Splinter has
he needs
to get
the first 2.
Yeah, he needs a double.
Needs a double.
Yeah.
He needs them all at this point.
Yeah.
So Frank
Joe went without a strike.
0 strikes from Buck Ripcord. I bet we won't see that for another 6 years.
Right.
Maybe never.
Maybe never.
Maybe never.
Maybe never. Maybe never.
Here we go.
Needs it. Gotta have it.
It was in. Sat there. So he's definitely got a wide pocket because that was definitely in for lane 4.
Yeah, he's got a good look.
Is Frankie completely toast?
Storm really. Storm's making him work for it. But
162 to 1. Yeah. So I think if Frankie bags out. Oh!
He's giving 9 pins.
The forward 6
You got 3 pins. He needs this one.
That's cute.
No.
Well,
1 and 2, Tommy.
Depending.
Unless he gets like 3 or 4 off the right.
Right.
Or something.
Yeah. Something crazy.
2.
So Grindham's getting 9 pins though. Remember. He needs a strike. Yeah.
I don't think you got what we were saying.
He's had a little bit more room on 4.
There's no tug room, but you
Yeah.
got room to the right.
Yeah.
Oh, he
No,
laid that one down better.
Oh.
Oh no.
He missed in.
Well, the last one was in further than that though,
Yeah.
and sat there. That one just didn't have the ball speed.
No,
Frankie, gotta have it.
So Frankie,
it saw the friction and
Yeah.
saw it hard.
so Frankie can go 192.
So Gasman would have to open to give him a
Gas
chance.
can go Gas can go
202.
207. So Gas, if he spares this and strikes, I think Gas needs maybe a mark. 9
Yeah,
spare.
that's what I mean. It's over unless something wild goes
We
down.
had 2 blowouts and 2 close matches.
Yeah, right?
What a match! Yeah, what a match!
So the 2 blowout. So are we going to go as far to say the winner of Crazy and Tommy wins this thing?
I'm telling you, Crazy has a great look.
It's not a stretch.
Don't be skeptical.
Yeah, not a stretch, but
I mean, for real,
Yeah.
you know?
oh. 190.
Because if he makes it to the finals, he's not going to stay.
So
Very-
yeah. So
Very true.
What's he need a mark?
just he's got 9 pins.
He
that
might
he's
just need
getting.
9 at this
Oh, yeah, he's
point.
getting 9 too, huh?
Yeah. So if he goes 9 out, that's 185 plus the 9 pins is 194. That's
Yeah.
enough.
That's enough.
That's enough.
He,
So
needs a mark.
9,
He has to have a mark, though.
No, 9.
no, 9 out.
Nine's a winner.
9 out would
Oh,
be
yeah.
8 out might
So
be
he's
enough.
at
a good count on the first
60. Well, what's 67 plus 18? That's over 90, ain't it?
ball. He really needs a good count on the first ball.
As long as it's
Or
no
a
like
spare.
4.
So if he goes 8 out, that puts him at
How's Crochet doing?
175, 183 plus 9 is 190. Yeah, so he needs 8 out would be
8.
enough.
If he gets 7, he needs a mark.
Yeah, exactly. He's throwing it at the head pin. Oh, that's
How about-
funny. That's
How about
funny.
rocket to the pocket for 10?
So it's going to be a Storm and Grindham on 5 and 6. Crazy Tommy Guns match on 1 and 2.
So, folks, that'll be it for the last time. That's Frankie Alberlon's last tournament here with us. It's
It is,
officially
yeah.
over,
Officially done.
Which-
His bid was a good bid though.
which sucks. It's pretty sad that we're losing such a great guy,
I agree, Cousin.
and I hope he goes and kicks some ass down south.
Yeah, well, he's going to go and get his, feet wet, see what's going on in the scene down there, and then, go from there and try to see what he can build and what we can build as a national brand. That's what the talk is. I already have the wheels in motion up here to continue it, and that's what we will do. So now those bonus spins that we had last game, those are not going to apply this round.
Are gone. So Crazy Train 1 and 2. Did we tell him?
He's already over there, my friend. So
He wants it. He wants it.
and then coming soon is going to be the finals. The winner of the Crazy Train Tommy Gun match against Storm and Grindham Gaskill.
I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna go grind them and Tommy Guns today.
I don't know. I like Crazy's look. I really do. Mama D, shout out. Gonna miss him and Ange. I do agree. What he has given to the Maine bowling community, it's you can't put a value on it. You just can't. Invaluable. But hey, we talked about life getting in the way. Life is much gonna get in the way, and but we wish him the best. I'm sure he'll be great.
Get home, shit goes in the basement. I don't see it till late August.
You're coming out in June for that $4,000.
Oh, fuck. I don't want to sweat my ass off. I'd rather go to camp and sit there and
Drink.
pat the dog.
Drink some liquor, right?
Yeah, that too.
So it looks like we got a hacker, huh?
Yeah, some spam bullshit.
You'll have to mod me on Twitch at some point, so
Yeah.
we can start deleting those
perfect.
guys.
Is that where that's from? Is Twitch?
Yeah, see?
Yeah, I will. I actually,
Dying cricket.
one of the things I need to do is I need to get, we need to change the email for our StreamYard to our just general email inbox. So that way we have control of it whenever we need to as well. All right, so Max Millions and Crazy Train is my last horse in this race. Go get him, buddy. I'm telling you, Crazy's got a hell of a look, but I mean, he's got a big road to hoe with this group out here. Bull of the year, no big surprise. We see.
Yeah, Crazy Train's the last non-champ left, too.
Yeah, Crazy.
That's in a mile. But see how his ball just sits there.
Yeah, he's got that voodoo roll.
A lot of people, if you tugged it that far,
It was getting a forfeit.
maybe.
Maybe getting a forfeit. Yeah. And then over here, Storm and Grindham Gaskill. I want to talk about heavyweight bout. We have it here for you. Grab a drink, grab some snacks, get in here on the comments. We had, a really great field today. Lawnmower Man was here. We hadn't seen him in a little bit. It was just, great to see. And then we had people like Phil Frames just bowling awesome today, too.
Yeah.
A lot of great bowling today.
Yeah,
Looks like Crazy tried the black urethane.
he's been in it all. He don't have the purple anymore.
So he ditched the purple entirely?
Yep. What did he say?
So 5, we so 5, we tend to have rack issues sometimes as well. But 5, as we know, that pair is ugly. We saw our maybe only game we will ever see in our lifetime of
Bucky
not striking
So
the whole game. It was crazy.
Is Gaskell like a motive guy now? I see he's throwing a couple motive balls, has some motive shoes.
I'm pretty sure he throws it all, my friend.
Okay.
I thought I saw him throwing a TNT earlier.
That's what I thought too, but maybe not. I don't know. What the fuck?
Looks like Storm tried some urethane there too, huh?
What? You guys. That's you later. Yeah.
Nesquik checking in. That was insane to see. Yes, we have some more great action coming for you soon.
So Crazy Train, can he get the ball right? That's gonna be the problem for him over there.
For sure.
I bowled with him enough to know. And also, we have to think about this is game 8 of the day. It's the little things that matter there. It's game 8 of the day. His wrist has been killing him for a year plus.
Yeah,
I think we're at 2 years now.
Game 8 on a pattern that did not hold up well at all.
It blew out immediately.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go with it's going to be tough for him to get through. I want to see him through because he's my homie, but it's going to be tough. And I think Storm's already in his head about lane 5. I don't know what you think, Big Dom.
Yeah, I mean, I've said this numerous times already. I think Grindham's got the best ball roll for this pattern. Storm can make some shit happen, no doubt. But he's really going to have to get inventive to get around Grindham. Grindham was the class of the field today, leading qualifying. And of course, he had that huge fourth game of 262. But, again, he has a really great ball roll. Crazy Train, if Crazy Train can get the ball right to the head pin, he's got a great look. But then look at the other guys. Tommy Guns on fucking fire lately. Storm DeVinson, he's got all the tricks in the book, plus some. You know what I mean? He wrote the fucking book on tricks.
Probably.
So,
All right, there goes Crazy.
Crazy was away, got it right to the head pin, and it struck on lane one.
Love to see it. If he can make that shot, it's going to be a long day. Oh,
Ryan gets it a little wide. That's okay. Frame one just getting started.
So normally when we bowl stuff that's 36 feet, your ball will recover from out there.
Normally, yeah.
In this building. And even early in the day, I could get my urethane to shape out there, and it went away within 5-6 shots.
Yeah.
It was gone. It wouldn't hook from anywhere right of about 6 or 7. And I think you just saw that there with gas.
Well, and so the other side of it is building characteristics. Lane 5 always tighter than 6. Usually tighter than 8 even. Probably the tightest lane on this side of the building.
Yeah,
now, since Bowling Voodoo has come, 3 has become a tight lane as well.
I would agree, and I think we've had the talk of the PBA stuff has maybe affected a couple lanes in here for sure.
I agree. Storm DeVinson starting with a nice strike there on lane 6. Of course, lane 6 being a lane that's a little bit more open than 5. Tommy Guns also starting with a strike, so both of those players now starting with a strike. Not able to get it far enough right on lane 1. Just leaves a 6-pin, though. He's all right. He's sitting pretty good. I expect a great spare shooter. We talked about him generating so much ball speed with his feet.
Storm. Yeah, see? So I think lane 5 is definitely going to be a problem.
Lane 5, yeah. And he admitted, he came back here to the booth and said 5's going to be a nightmare. But like you said, is he in his head already? Well, lane 5 before they even start the game. You got to think a major champion like that, though. I have a hard time thinking he would allow that to get to his head.
Me too, but
again, you can't out-bowl certain things.
Not to call him old, but I think of my grandfather. He gets all riled up over just small stuff in life.
Yes, I agree.
So you might reach an age where it starts to kind of creep back at you.
Right. So Crazy Train comes a little light on lane 2. Obviously not as much reaction as lane 1. Leaves just a 2-pin, though. He's all right.
Yeah, I think that one was just way right, and his issue will be getting it right. So I think we're going to be in for a good one over there for sure.
I'd say if he throws that ball on lane 1, it glues up on the lane a little bit earlier and never gets that far right, and then he sees the actual strike.
You see gas goes right into what we all ran into all day.
Yeah. And that pair was terrible. I finished on that pair, and it was just, you couldn't find consistent ball reaction. Now, of course, I wasn't inside where Storm is. I was playing outside because silly me, it's 36-foot pattern. Why would I play inside, right? But yeah, piss missiles at the head pin was the best thing for me. Gaskill using the piss missile to make that spare that it did include the head pin.
Here's my thing. Would you suggest him just doing that here? Because look, we saw him strike over there.
Yeah, that's what I would suggest. If I was standing behind him, after seeing what happened in A, his practice shots, and B, now his last 2 shots, I'd be like, bro, stand right, throw a fucking piss missile at that. That's the only thing you're going to find consistent, because we know Grynham, he's very versatile, but he's not getting inside like Storm is. There's no way. So
that's in.
Frankie Aberlon joining the booth now. Hey, what a run today, Frankie, in your final tournament here at Bayside Bowl. We are going to miss you for sure, and everything that you've done for the bowling community here in Maine, invaluable. Thank you not only to you, but to your wife, Ange, wonderful tournament staff that you have been over the years. you're going to be greatly missed by not only the people out there in FDDS land, but myself, Cousin Ed. I'll speak for all of us here at Bayside Bowl. We will miss you so very much. But as you know, Frankie, you and I have been talking about you still having some ties and being able to talk to some people around here. So not being a stranger would be awesome. And so that's what the plan is, hopefully, for the future.
Yeah, thank you for the very nice introduction and all the flowers that the kids say nowadays. And no, it was good. It's been a great run. 2008, taking over something that was completely dead and buried, and building it up to what everything is now, between Virgins of the Mist and then of course our show and our tournaments and the Karl's World Tour and all the Hungus stuff. Hooking up with Hungus, doing a lot of great things there over the years, and like this season here, we had another 16 events total between everything.
I think it was 18 once you add the non-champs and the TOC. There's something that, no, we dropped one. We ended up dropping one, so it's down to 17. Yeah.
But just a wonderful run, and it's just another phase of life, as they say. A lot of things change, and it's good, and things are in great hands. Like we talked about with the announcements earlier. Jimmy and Mallory are taking over for all this here, and they're going to do a great job. I don't know if anything's been announced for any tournament dates or anything yet. Obviously, we don't want to give away too much information for that. But speaking of Jimmy, there he is.
Yeah, coming in.
I was just talking about Jimmy and Mallory taking over the tournament series and doing great things.
Quite a day today. One of the best looks out there for sure. Able to play really deep and get those heavy hitting strikes that were pretty deep into the pocket. Man, it looked good, but when you're facing someone like Storm, it's going to be a tough battle either way, and it came right down to pretty much the last ball. So what a hell of a match!
Hey, bowling is always fun, whether you win or not. You get pissy. I get it. I get salty more. That's why we have that alter ego of Salty Splinter. As you said, Ding Dong, it's hard to be salty when you bowl well, and your guy just out bowls you. I mean, I had a chance in the 10th. 4 started to hook a little extra. The first ball in 10th was good. It hooked, so I trusted moving left, and it hooked a little quicker. We're on 36 feet, so at some point when you move left, it's got to hook early.
Yeah, right. Absolutely.
Tommy Guns made that comment to me early in that match there. He's like, you kind of get scared moving left because it's 36 feet, and what, the last brush drop was 29?
Yeah.
We got to get 6. So you start thinking like, dude, there's no chance I can get left and throw it away from me because it's going to hook fast.
Right.
And up until that shot, it never did, which was crazy.
Yeah, lane 3 definitely was a lot tighter, and I think on 3
I like 3 better.
Yeah,
I like 3 better because I could get to stand up and sit,
Yep.
and then 3 would kind of skid a hair. And again, part of why I moved a little farther left on 4 and just I would throw that shot again. I made the choice I wanted. I put it where I wanted. I thought I won when I let go. Needless to say, I needed a good shot in the last ball, but still beat him because I think I was giving him 4 or 5. Whatever. It's bowling though. I had a chance to win.
Yeah, it came right down.
I made the shot I wanted to do. It sucks that it didn't work, but what do you do?
Hey, you were in the right ball in the right part of the lane.
For sure,
It was crazy. So
compared to everyone else, like you get it right, you get it in, the ball was shaped beautiful.
Do the right things. As much as we talk about how much the ball moves left and right, the way it rolled at the pins, it just got forward just enough. Like I had a couple 4 pins that went, but like the match before this one, I think I had 3 9 pins, which again, 9 pins aren't bad, but you're just when we start watching the ball roll, pin carry, blah blah blah, all that good stuff. So like again, Storm's a master at manipulating his hand. If he lived in the state, I'd have to put him in the buck ripcord category as far as manipulation with their hands and being able to like make the ball do what they want with tricks and not muscle.
Yeah, absolutely. And it was, you could tell that you were in the right part of the lane doing the right thing because when you get Storm jumping in behind you and playing like, pretty much the same part of the lane, you know it must look good
dummy.
because Storm's wow, that looks great. I'm going to move in there.
He said it when we had our practice shots. He goes, well, I'm going where you are because my purple is not even the question anymore.
Yeah.
So, I mean, again, Adam's got a really good look with a crazy train. with what he's doing. His ball roll kind of helps that happen.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what we were
And then
talking about earlier.
Using that black hammer,
Yeah.
I think I don't. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
using the
still
black.
in it.
He's still in the black.
It gives him that forgiveness down lane. So, you know,
We were talking about a lot of people that spin the ball made it in today.
yeah, he spun a little bit. But you also had a lot of speed, like Vecto got in, but he's using a lot of speed.
Yeah.
I think it looked like you were trying to play straighter, using a little bit of speed as well.
I had to, because every time I tried to shape it, I got it just a very inconsistent look. But I never really tried deep in. Obviously, that when you guys move deep in, it actually gave you more of a consistent shape. It seemed trying to shape it.
It was once you got in, you had to me. I felt you had to trap the ball 6-7, depending on how far in. You could have been like 8-9. But if you got to that like 4-5-6 area, it was like, yeah, like you would get a shot that would strike, and then your next one would give you a PBA washout, and you're going,
Right.
it was not that bad.
Yeah.
But it was. Mo says that you cannot bowl bad ball reaction. And with the short pattern, I was dumbfounded at how the gutter did not play.
So I had a good look in game one, actually. But then once I moved game two, we moved pairs, and it was like we moved to a different center on a different pattern entirely. And it just was not a consistent look like we had in game one. And, my timing was an issue today, but I did find that trying to throw it a little bit straighter and harder seemed to work okay, but I'm obviously just not very good at it.
Being sharp makes a difference. Ball roll is everything. Like, we got to watch how it rolls with pins. Who cares how it comes off our hand, how it goes down the lane realistically. And again, part of why I think Storm and even Tommy Guns is starting to carry that. He's doing less and less with the ball and just like changing his position.
Yeah, Tommy's having a hard time getting it to face on lane two, but lane two is traditionally tighter than one.
But when you go to 1 and 2, you know yourself, like they're so different.
That sounds good.
Like it's so different. You're playing two different patterns. So we watched it on TV last night, right? The PBA guys playing on two different.
I watched
patterns.
it last night.
I wasn't
right?
home last
And
night.
you watch them on two different patterns, and you listen to the mouth of the South there, Randy. Kind of be like, oh, well, this and this, and he's just having it on. But anyways, he shows you how different. Like, oh, well, you have to be amped up on this lane. You got to be softer on this lane, or your eyes are at 4 down lane, and then they're at 9 down lane. You're as much as those guys are great, but when you have those variables, it makes a difference.
Well, I watched Simonson last night demolish it in 2 games. Like, bro, that was so impressive.
Like
just murdering
he
it.
eliminated variables and played straighter on it.
Yeah, that's where he gets it over. You watch a lot of the two-handed bowlers, and Simonson can manipulate that and play straight when he wants to. Where a lot of guys.
Oh, Gaskill makes the 4-9.
Grinder.
Yeah, that's a big frame right there. Storm back
Yep,
doesn't
that's
make
an
it
extra.
zero.
That's an 11
I
pin
feel
swing.
like that
right there.
voted kid
11
though.
pin swing on that
He was
spare.
trying to shape it way too hard, and his ball just kept flaking down the lane.
Yeah,
Was it
Ethan Fiore, right? Yeah.
It was just. I think he's
I
just
think
as
he
good.
overuses the 3-step. When he uses 5-step, I think he's much even smoother, which is weird to say because he's smooth with the 3-step. But the 5-step, I think, his timing
Simon
is
was
just a
playing
hair
right up
better.
track, and that dude was trying to shape like 25 boards.
So that makes you wonder.
Maximilian checking in. Nice bowling today, Salty.
There was
Shout out
I
to
mean,
Splinter.
Go paint a house.
Ethan using the symmetric all night, and it was Jake going late. I almost thought he maybe should get into an ace.
So and again, when you start thinking about it, we're so used to looking at ball reaction left to right or down the lane and left, and we've got to get better at watching that ball rotation of the pins and how it gets there. Is it a quick transition? Is it a slow transition?
So Adam, I can jump right back.
Adam's just
You can get
do
within
a double.
right? Or no,
Right,
he doesn't
right
really
back into the
he has a lead right now.
With one more
He
strike,
has a
he's
2-pin
2
lead.
pins up.
He has a 2-pin lead right now. He can make it 12.
Both matches are very close.
I mean, here's the thing: if
Because
Adam
if
strikes here,
Gaskell
no matter what
spares and
Tommy
they
does,
strike
it
out, they
doesn't
actually tie.
Yeah.
At 234.
I want to see that.
Or no, sorry,
I love
244, 234.
matter. Yeah, Brian.
So it's a
with
10 pin match.
10-pin
Yeah,
match
that
right
is
now.
tough. Oh, that's out the window.
Oh, there's that thing. You get it a little far. And you're
If
kind
it
of,
gets outside the 5 board, it's just not going to hook. It's just not. But
And for this building, it's not a matter of too much friction out there. It just the way this pattern worked, there was just a little extra oil.
yeah,
Like,
she
it's almost
stretched
like
like a caramello bar, man.
Oh,
I'll tell you
big
what.
time.
Yeah, and it broke down very
Exactly.
quick. Yeah, it broke down very, very quick.
I needed a few more lefties playing in between second and third to give me a little bit of zin in there.
Wrap 10 for Storm.
I got a little bit of
you guys shiny. I would love to see Storm in something solid, just so it reads the mids better and its rotation could just like
Yeah,
pull it.
because he manipulates the hand around the ball so
well,
well.
I even said it after the match. I told him, I ain't gonna lie to him. When I saw you start going around, I'm like, all right, he's going to be a little sensitive. And like, it wasn't.
Right.
I expected like a light two or a couple little single pins that didn't happen.
So him not striking there makes it a 20-pin match.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a big
He
difference.
needed that one.
Yeah, for sure.
He's got to get this one. If he doesn't get this one, Brian can almost stay clean.
Brian's right up the track and not giving it away.
I think
job,
Brian's got
Tommy.
the best ball roll for today's pattern. What's left of it, at least, for sure.
So Adam made the spare, but Tommy, if he spares here, has a 2-pin lead and can shut him out with a double and 9 in the 10.
I just feel Brian's just not giving it away. I'm not going to give him the best look as much as he's playing the most conservative. out of
Yes.
everybody.
Yep.
Yeah, well, yeah.
So at some point you got to pick that. Like I've bowled many tournaments. I bowled one tournament at Neva, and I had a guy come down. He goes, "Oh, I'm bowling against you," and he threw a spare ball in the rack. He's like, "If you shoot 200 and beat me, great, but I'm not going to lose to a 180."
Yeah.
Rose shot 195, I think, and I shot 170. I didn't strike, and he was able to make spares. So like, you got it. Like strategy. Like it or not.
Tommy still controls his own destiny. A double and 9 is a winner. Anything less, Adam can either tie or win. That went right over 21 at the arrows. And that didn't do.
Oh, wow.
Lots of 9.
Lots of time.
That looked like a 2-4-10, and then crumbled.
Are
to
we going
0.
to have to change the score on that? No?
No, it's a 9.
They did give him a 9, so they crumbled it just quick enough.
Just in time.
Tommy double 9 for the win over there. I think that's what you just said, right, Frankie?
I did, yeah. Double 9 for a win. Anything less could be a tie or a loss.
I mean, Tommy's been super hot lately, too.
Man, we bowled. We had a handicap tournament here on our go pattern. Kenny and I already talked about the dirty boardwalk at 37,
Yes.
38,
36 feet.
36 feet,
Yeah.
dirty boardwalk.
Boardwalk with a little less milk.
Tommy Guns comes out and shoots 816 his first three, 258 game 4, and then 236, I think, game 5. Like, absolutely just destroyed it.
Yeah, absolutely. Different than anyone else that bowled the turn.
Yeah, he played a different game than everyone.
Yeah.
But he ended up losing in the semis. And we got to give a shout out to Human Resources for coming away with the W.
That was
sweet.
huge.
That
Yeah.
was awesome.
Huge. She 4-bagger. So the lowest average by far in the final 3.
All right, big count here.
And she 4-baggers in the 6, 7, 8, and 9 to win the tournament to beat Tommy Guns and Mama D. So shout out to Tommy Guns and Mama D for second and third.
Great
Human
tournament, too.
Resources.
Great job. I
Just
love
killed it.
How about that household? She takes home the win, and then Bale shoots a
4
brick.
days later.
Yeah.
Hey, he's
I
trying
mean,
to
within a week.
he's trying to get out of the shadows. You know how that goes.
Tommy strikes, he forces a double. Anything less, we could 9 here, we could have a strike spare tie. Even 9 forces a double for Adam to win. Anything less than 9, Adam just potentially doesn't need it.
It's pretty good.
Oh,
All right, 9's a
crap.
lot. That means that Adam has to at least strike on this ball or he loses. End of discussion. 9 was big.
Strike 9 spare.
Strike any spare for a tie.
All right.
So here it is. That's, strike is. You got to get
And
him
then Gaskell 7 count.
Ooh, made it, though.
Miss that bucket for a second.
750, so he's still up 18.
Up 18. Strike here, I wouldn't say locks it up, but
It makes it tough. But a spare makes it a pin count game.
yeah, pin count.
Pale checking in. She never lets me win.
That's right. He did
That
lose
sounds
to her
about
in
right.
the finals of that pair, by the way.
Don't worry, Mrs. Brady don't let me win either. We feel that.
Hey,
You got a brick, though, brother.
Dale, that brick didn't pay 600, did it?
No, that's true.
All right, got to get all 10
That's
here.
in.
I'd be willing to say he paid more than 600 in practice to get that, brother.
Yeah.
Tommy Guns
Well,
is going to
he's
bowl
gonna
for
say it
another
paid off.
title.
Oh,
And a
yeah.
major.
I mean, hey, you got a brick at Bayside Bowl. It's already been painted and everything.
Yeah, it's great. Tommy Guns with the win in the semis against Crazy Train.
Gaskill
Gaskill with a 9er there. So
So, we got 7-pin match here. So Norm's got to strike out here. If he strikes out, he'll force
Oh, you win.
Gaskell up. Correct.
Hey, how about
If
that?
we can get
A
the
clean
213, the best 204
204 to 201 win. No,
And Storm,
no
he
opens
loves
over
making
there.
guys
Wow.
have to double to beat him. So.
No.
That's a fun stat right there.
no,
Yeah.
no
How
opens.
about this stat? Buck Ripcord just threw a game on 5 and 6 with no strikes.
We saw that. Tommy Guns and I are actually talking about that. It's how many times do you see Buck Ripcord not strike?
We'll probably never see it again.
And I'll go on. I'll take that bet. All right, Storm's up to put some pressure here.
You're still.
That was a better shot out.
You just scan the QR code.
Oh,
Hey-o.
shakes out the 5 pin. Too little, too late, though, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, yeah. I mean, look at that.
He bowled, yeah, but he bowled.
There we go. I got
Six
it.
on a double and 7 on a spare. That
90
changes.
For having half a wrist, he bowled good.
We pick the strategies. As much as he can say his wrist ain't great, he just bowled 6 games and he's still moving. So.
Or 8. He bowled 8, did he not?
That
Oh!
was huge. You got to have that
Give
one.
him the tickler!
What's the score?
If he's French, would that be the French tickler?
Call it what you want.
That was a nice shot.
220.
You gotta get one here, though. I mean, the
Yeah,
last
that
one never made the corner on this lane.
Yeah, that one doesn't matter until the next one.
Exactly.
So it's like any Brooklyn. No Brooklyn matters till you get the one after it.
Yep.
You have to connect.
So Guns with a 3-pin win over a Crazy Train. Great run by Crazy Train, making it to the semis. He's still searching for that first title, but I think he's going to get it sooner rather than later.
Crazy Train's still not 100%.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Speaking of Crazy Train not looking for his first title here, we're looking to finalize some dates for the non-champs.
Oh, right. Yeah.
In
Oh,
July.
nice. Yeah.
That's going to be awesome.
So we've
I
got a
love
couple
that.
dates on the books with Hungus here for management, but the non-champs will be happening at some point in July.
Love it.
So stay tuned to the Facebook pages, and we'll get those dates out.
Be sick.
We're looking at using the same pattern as last year.
Yep.
So if you bowled last year, guess what? You got an advantage.
Yep.
And if you didn't, well, come out and play anyway.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know,
Because every
and-
time you bowl on it, you get a
You know,
little bit of an
We were able
advantage.
to
But
fill
the
in a
person who
64
runs them
last year
over-
with the non-champs. I'd love to see everyone fill
Oh,
that baby
it's gotta
again.
go.
And someone will be eligible for the tournament of champions there later on in the year. So
Yeah,
And to go with that, Bowler Builders, we're also going to pay a entry to
You
the
said you started doing
TOC
the
for the winner of the
flyaway.
non-champs.
Oh, awesome.
that was
Yeah,
great.
that's
So
great.
as we did last year, we like that idea. We want our non-champs to keep bowling. We're inviting them to everybody to bowl
So-
as much as we can.
Good
So
pin
if
count
you,
here for Suzy
Win the non-champs, we'll see you at the TOC.
There you go. Absolutely. So, yeah.
I'm going to
so
tell you within
keep
the
it
next
on-
week, we will have that date out for you.
Miss?
Awesome.
Are we gonna run a miss too?
Well,
Somewhere?
we're looking at possibly doing the bracket as well. We've got to finalize some dates. Obviously, with Frankie leaving, we've got some other logistics to look through. But that is on the list of everything that we're looking to solidify for the summer. I mean, the summer, everybody wants to take off a little bit, but we got the non-champs, and then I would love to see the bracket back through. My goal is to make that happen. Like I said, the non-champs is the big one because I want to get everybody in here this summer to bowl. Let's have some more champions.
I agree.
We got a lot of players that have been really close.
So, Sunny D,
Oh,
I don't remember the pattern from last year's non-champs. We'll bring that back up. We'll repost it.
Ding
And
dong.
Ron Spencer says, when you find the dates, can you put me on
There we
the
go.
list?
People already
You
want to
will
get in
have
there
to sign
hungry. I
up
like
just like everyone else.
Yes,
I
sir.
know
because
Crazy Train will be there. For that one.
your
He wants that
email,
first title.
the timestamp on your email is also the spot that you get in the list of order. And as we already talked about, the tournament series is going to look a little bit different this year. We're going to be reducing the number of tournaments and reducing the field in a lot of the tournaments as well. Not in every tournament. Obviously, in the works, we already have the non-champs. We already have TOC in the works. Splinter said he
There
has
will be a
both
new
those.
schedule, I will tell you, probably within 3 or 4 weeks for the fall and winter series.
Yes.
As Ding Dong's saying, Hungus is going to reduce an event or two. The series, the Frankie Ding Dong series, is going to have a little change to it, but it's still going to have the 4 events. I mean, we love one ball brawl, mulligan stew, dual pattern, And give me your last one, Jesus.
Love it.
Draw on the brain fart. See, you too now.
Scotch on the rock.
Scotch on the rock.
So
Who doesn't
So,
like
Scotch
Scotch?
doubles. See?
So to be fair, there's already one of them have Hungus and I have already solidified a date for one of those tournaments
So we're
as
gonna be down
well.
to just 3 and 4.
Um,
Yeah, 1 and 2.
From
we're
the
all done
talk
with.
that Hungus and I
As soon as he
had,
finishes the
it
10th.
looks like we
All
might
done
even
with
drop
5 and 6.
maybe even another event. I'm not sure.
I just
He
get
definitely wants to cut down the number of events. So we haven't solidified that. The first FDDS event is solidified though. It sounds like
Colonel
we have the 15th annual is already
Yeah,
solidified.
that's the big one. That's the big
Yeah,
one we're looking
that
at
one's coming up in June.
now. In June.
June,
About 5 or 6 weeks away.
yeah,
21,
21, 22. It's going to be
Right.
a weekend of
All
fun
you
here at
locals
Bayside.
get here on Saturday. Because anybody that's going to travel, I believe that the miles is like, I mean, you might be all right there, cousin it, but I believe the miles is around 70 or 75 miles. If you're outside that window, you're guaranteed Sunday.
Yeah. So Joe says hopefully the non-champs will not be a reduced field. It probably won't because it's not going to be a high traffic time here at the bowling center. During the summer, obviously, lots of bowling centers struggle
The
to
only
build the
thing
place.
that could make it a small field is weddings.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that could mess with it. And as
Yeah.
far as we're talking, it doesn't look like it's going to be much different.
So let's go ahead. I'm going to need to. Can I grab this real quick?
I gotta stand up for a minute.
Are you on there still?
Yeah. All right, let's get the cameras set up here.
Come on. Fucking gas money. Who's stiffing who yet? Can't you say your wife's stiffing him, man? Who's stiffing who?
Good?
When I signed my
Do you still have your down late cam or not?
No, I don't know what happened to our mount. No, our mount is fucked.
Maybe someone hit it. You feeling all right?
Oh yeah, my wrist feels fine, dude. That first one, the 10th, my hands are so sweaty. I was using Roman's rosin, and I rubbed it. I'm not too much because I got right here, and it's not off my hand yet. I'm like, fuck yeah. That's what it was. Because you notice it's 1 to 10 where I killed all that.
You want to do the pee? Right?
What?
You said you can do the pee?
Yeah, I gotta. We can schedule something that Friday. I have to make sure Evan and I are in town for it.
They have to be.
Because I gotta work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, possibly Thursday. But I can drive overnight Thursday into Friday and get to the beach.
We have to do a practice session, I think, that Friday.
At what time?
I don't know. But it's a 4-hour drive from there up to where we go. I think. And I do it at the end of the week. I got to call my buddy. I'm supposed to be going to Vegas at the end of the week.
I won't be there at the end of the week. We'll be leaving probably Tuesday or Monday. Tuesday, Monday, somewhere else.
You're going to have a seat, Frankie.
No, I don't. I'm good. I'm going to stand, brother. You can sit down. Go ahead.
I got to stretch out. I got to drive here in a minute.
Yeah. No, I'm going to stand.
Hope it's not raining.
Well, I don't think it's going to stop raining for another 4 days.
When are you officially leaving?
Next Monday. Second half. Adam's team won the first half, so that's who we're bowling against. That'll be fun.
That's great. In all school finals.
It is. All school finals.
Long live.
Long live Skull. She's the money bag. She hasn't even given me.
Five minutes away from here.
It's been too good of a place for me to.
All right, there you have it, folks. We have started now. We have started our final match. Checking in is Viking. Do I see an all-skull finals? No. Well, yeah, I guess it's Grindem Gaskill against Tommy Guns. That is correct. And then VW checking in. Good luck to Tommy Guns. Win or lose, he's definitely been bowling like the bowler of the year lately. I agree 100%. Tommy Guns has been on fire lately. Not a surprise that he is here in the finals against Grindem Gaskill. Grindem not giving up the head pin, throwing a very, very good day for today. He was the top qualifier for the day, making it all the way here to the finals. Starts with 9 spare here in this final match of the season. It's all come down to this one last game. Thank you guys out there in Frankie and Ding Dong land. Keep in mind, we will be keeping all of the streaming here and all of the events at Bayside Bowl. We will still be streaming all of those thanks to a partnership agreement between Hungis and myself. It will be another great year of bowling here at Bayside Bowl. So Tommy Guns leaving a split. The 3, 6, 7, 10. Not able to get the 7 to go out, but luckily it's in frame 1, so it's early. He's got plenty of time left. Oh, I got a friend request from my friend Pat. Pat at Sunset Bowl. Gotta love him. If you're ever in the Waterloo, New York area, check out Sunset Bowl, one of the cleanest bowling centers you've ever been to in your life. Beautiful center. Great ownership. Great family-owned business. Check it out. Sunset Bowl. Waterloo, New York. What a great center. Tommy Guns on lane 3, trying to shape it from the inside. Doesn't quite make the corner. Leaves just the 2-5 in frame 2 here in the Karl's World Tour Bowler of the Year. Hold on a very, very flat pattern today. 36 foot. Under 2-1, a 1.2 or 1.3 ratio led to a lot of chop spares. We talked about this several times on the telecast today, and we see another chop spare there, unfortunately for Tommy Guns. But this pattern definitely led to many chop spares, and that one almost sounded like it was a broken pin on top of it. Let's see if Grindem can jump on the horse early here and move into the early lead.
Take a quick lead again.
Yeah. Started with spare in the first frame. Oh, yeah. He's playing it pretty direct, pretty hard to the pocket. Couch here in the booth. Couch, I thought you had a great look today, too. You had that same kind of play towards the pins. You did make it, unfortunately, yeah, you weren't able to make it through that round of 16, man. I thought you had a great look, but I think you had to bowl in 5 and 6, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that pair has proven to be an ugly pair throughout the day today, and it continued throughout match play to be an ugly pair. Grindham running down his 4-pin, no problem.
Too many easy spares.
Yeah, and hey, missing spares is never good for the score, and never good to try to win a tournament. So Grindham starts with a pair of 9 spares. He has a little bit of an early lead here, 20 pins or so. But again, very early. Both players only bowled 2 frames out of their 10 here in the final match. You can put that pen away where, okay, I just don't want to lose it.
You couldn't get lined up today?
You know what? My best look after game 1 was throwing piss missiles at head pin. But honestly, so we had kind of a little accident at home a couple weeks ago where like this 7.5 foot tall cabinet was falling, and I went to try to catch it, and it like hit me in the arm, and kind of my arm has not felt very good, let's say, since then. But Hungus wasn't able to bowl, so he needed somebody to fill the spot. So I was going to be here anyways, here on the mic. So I said, what the hell, I'll bowl it? Sure. Grindham Gaskill now with a trio of spares to start. Some people used to call that a chicken couch. You ever heard that? You ever heard people call 3 spares in a row a chicken?
Chicken couch.
Chicken couch. Yeah. Sitting on a couch and eating chickens doesn't sound like a terrible idea.
Tommy could take advantage of it.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, Tommy has been hot, and, if he heats up, he's got plenty of time. That one looked pretty good. Little tight for a 4-pin there. That could have carried, though. I mean, we saw Master Splinter get in there and able to carry those high ones, but it looks like Tommy, from that ball roll, it looks like he's in a symmetric, and I think that was the difference. Splinter had the low diff ASIM, and I think that just rolled forward just enough. Yeah,
from front to back.
Rolled forward just enough, where the sim just wants to keep grinding in, So Tommy, great spare shooter, plays hard and straight at almost all of his spares. Double tap on that spare. Hey, got to start somewhere. That's a start for Tommy. 9 spare. We see some strikes on the board, and things could happen. The dynamic of this game could change completely.
If you have the water set just flowing right.
Not a lot in the crowd here today, unfortunately, for this. Even though the weather isn't very nice, it's late in the season. People want to.
It's humid.
Yeah,
really
it is.
humid.
Yeah, today was the first real day that we've seen it affect our bowling. I would say the approaches were weird today. Oh, yeah. Tommy shaking out a strike on lane 3.
Yeah.
When we brought the computer even in from outside, with the metal case that it has, it even started to condensate a little bit just because of the increased humidity and the dew point. The dew point and temperature must be very close to each other today. We need some Russ Murley or Charlie Lepresti in here, to help us out.
Oh,
Sarah Long.
Yeah, Sarah Long.
Yeah, we need Sarah Long. With Sarah, if you're not busy, you can come in and hang out with us on tournament days and give us a little rundown on the weather. We could have a little weather spot with Sarah Long.
Got out of trouble with that right through the nose.
Yeah. Leaving just the 3-6. But again, once you leave those multiple pin spares, they've been tough today. I don't know. I dig it. A little weather, bowling weather with Sarah Long spot. That would be cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Wouldn't it? Sarah, hit us up. The Frankie and Ding Dong Show at gmail.com. Hit us up. So Gaskill can continue his sparing ways here. That would be good.
Oh, yeah.
So you saw the approach tried to get him on that one.
Yeah.
So stopped him a little quick, but he was able to make the spare. He's now got 4 spares in a row.
Giving Tommy an opening.
Yeah, and Tommy with that strike. So Guynam, I gotta imagine he's gonna try something a little bit different, a little adjustment on this one. I wouldn't be surprised if this is in 10.
I think it's a 4-pin. Everything's been coming up high on it.
Oh, yeah, 10
Pick
back.
both of them up.
Yeah, it was a good shot. Actually, the 6-pin complied beautifully, snapping that 10-pin off the deck. That was an impressive shot there by Grindham Gaskill. Exactly what he needed at this point in the match, because you don't want Tommy guns to fire all of a sudden.
Tommy has an opening right here.
He does, yeah. So Tommy, he was the one who struck first. So I mean, that could be an extra, 10 pins in this case, because Grindham did spare. So. Tommy Gunn stepping up on 4 is able to double it up. Huge double for Tommy Gunn here.
Huge double.
So VW checking in. James, this is a big one from VW to you. Didn't want to interrupt your bowling today, but just wanted to say she's sad to see that you're leaving. I'm still relatively new to the BOPO community, and others have experienced many versions and seasons of BOPO in their own. But in her version, it doesn't exist without Frankie Avalon from the FDDS show. You're such an icon in the league and someone who very much helped shape the community here and in bowling in Maine. It completely, you might not know that, VW, but he has. And your absence will be keenly felt and missed. Best luck to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, VW. That really means a lot. And today's been just emotions all over the place. Just trying to kind of soak it in, but trying to focus on bowling and, making sure everything ran smooth, which is, what my goal is every time there's a tournament, to make sure the bowlers have a good event and make sure everything's as smooth as possible. And that's, it's a testament to the bowlers who keep supporting all the events. Vicky, thank you so much. BOPO is a special community. No matter where I go, I'll never be able to replace the feeling of family, camaraderie, just the friendships, everything. It starts from the top down with Charlie and all the staff and all the bowlers that help make it possible. And it's I'm going to miss it a lot, but there's new adventures coming, and obviously we'll all stay connected through social media and everything, which is one of the positives of social media. I know there's a lot of negatives about social media, but one of the things that I do like a lot about it is us being hundreds of miles away and still being able to feel like we're connected. So we'll definitely won't lose that. I'll keep in touch with everyone. I'll be checking in on live streams when they're going on. Who knows? Maybe even guest spots on live streams. You never know. But I'm glad that a lot of the traditions are going to be moving on. Some will look a little different. Some will look similar. But that's change can be good. You can see a lot of growth out of change, and I really look forward to seeing what happens here in the community, not just at BOPO, but across the state with different things going on. So thank you for the kind words, and really appreciate it. So, I just read that. That's funny.
Cleveland checking in. Sad to see you go, Frankie, but looking forward to the Ding Dong Bong show. So both of these players putting that shit on everything while we're getting all sentimental here.
7-pin match all of a sudden.
Long duck dong.
Long duck dong.
Yeah, what is this? 80s movie? What is that? What was the name of that movie? Pretty
80s
Candle.
80s montage stuff. 80s montage.
Long duck dong.
Yeah.
All right, so Tommy Gunn's looking to fire up the grill here.
Dreaded 210.
Come on.
He tried to get all of it, but it looks like he had a little bit of extra speed on
I
it.
got nothing.
Yeah, that was gas. Happens.
So,
Thanks for coming.
you know, Gaskill, now he's found his look on this pair. But as we've seen, anything can happen on this pattern.
I've seen
Tommy can definitely make this.
I wouldn't surprise me if he makes it now. He's a really good spare shooter. Plays very straight at it, so I could see him making it. No problem at all there. I can definitely see it happening.
A little waggle, and he's
Oh,
away.
back up a little.
No, all right. He definitely tried for it. Wasn't trying to play safe and get the count. I mean, count is great, but when you're in the finals, you kind of have to go for the glory. I think at this point.
And it's 43 right now.
Yeah, he can get the 212 now. That's his max. Gaskill acing right now in like 13.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's still anyone's match. Gaskill takes that lead sitting on the bench. 13-pin lead right now for Gaskill. Tommy's got to get back on the hammer here.
Oh,
that's not the hammer.
No, that is not. That's the
nail.
old Buxton smile.
The old Buxton smile. Yeah.
Yeah, that one looked a little bit clouded.
There reminds me of a joke. It says, "What's 160 feet long and has 2 teeth?" The fried dough line at the Freiburg Fair.
Isn't that the truth?
With 160 feet long and has like fried dough line at the Freiburg Fair. Wait a minute, I'm moving to Alabama. Could be any fair line.
Yeah, right. Who knows? I got to tell you, like, we tried to do pizza and beer fries last night. Not the night.
Oh, yeah.
Was just a little sprinkle when we walked down.
Was it just getting annihilated after that?
Our pizza came out, and that's when Heaven's Gates opened up, and there was lightning and rivers of water flowing down East Grand. Yeah, it was.
Speaking of Heaven's Gates, remember the Heaven Gate cult from the 90s? Remember those people that they took all the suicide medication and they had their sneakers on, they were laying in bed, and they were waiting for the Hale-Bopp comet to take them to some fucking
Is that
planet?
different than David Koresh?
Yes, he got murdered by the government and the FBI's overreach.
Wasn't that like that was similar though, right? That was
maybe we will. We're not. The show's not over yet.
So
right. Yeah, exactly.
Gaskill avoiding the split on that shot. Lucky to just leave the 7-pin.
Then the split.
Yeah. So right now, he's in the
driver's seat if he makes it.
He's got a 44-pin lead, and I would say almost insurmountable if he just stays clean. It is insurmountable if he stays clean. So hook a little.
Oh yeah.
So if he wins, I can take solace in saying I lost to the tournament champion.
There you go. Yeah.
I guess. I don't know if it really does.
So Grindham keeping it clean there with a great spare.
Come on. Am I the only one?
We're entering the 8th frame.
No one else soft cell fan? Nobody? No, I'm really not. I have a tendency to have a good memory for things I can't stand.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. You remember the bad stuff, like the 10-pin that I missed.
Soft cell, is that any of the cells that go to
one-hit wonder?
Boom.
Are they a one-hit wonder?
Oh no, that's left.
That's
avoiding the split again is Grindham Gaskill.
All right, so a mark here, it's over. Just about over. Because then he just needs like 5 pins and 2 balls. If he opens here though to get 182, Guns could strike out to force him to get 9 pins on 2 balls. Now, again, you never know. See, weird things happen in this building. Weird things happen in this building.
Yes, well, we bowl on such hard stuff.
Right. And right now it's getting more and more impossible out there.
Oh, guys. Yes, by the
that's
ball.
That's going to basically lock it up for Gaskill.
That was a broken pin.
Yeah, she don't.
Or synthetic pin. Could be a synthetic. They all sound the same.
Yeah.
To me.
Brian's like, good 9.
Lots and lots of 9. So Tommy Guns, I mean, he's going to try
That's a
to
good ball
throw
right
some
there.
strikes here. That was a great shot.
Yeah, that's a ball change to the vaporize. I really.
got 2 frames to go. I love you.
I think if he had gotten into that cleaner ASIM, I think that looks good.
Yeah, the sim was just definitely continuing too much. I think at this point,
that ASIM burns off just a little bit of that tilt, but that cover on that's so clean still. Good ball.
You love that ball.
I
Frankie.
love the vaporize. I think that's Brunswick's best ball of the last 12 months.
So that's one of two ASIMs you've liked a lot this year. You like that new one as well, right?
Yeah, the reverb's very good.
Yeah.
So those are my two favorite
it's
releases
over.
this year.
I think it is over.
now.
I
Yep,
know it's
100%.
over.
And you can only get to 170. Gaskell 173. You can throw 2 in the moat and finish at 183. So Gaskell picks up another title. Let's see where that puts him on the all-time list real quick.
All right. There you have it, folks. Grindham Gaskell. He's your winner. Grindham Gaskell winning the KWT Bowler of the Year, Karl's World Tour. What a season it has been. I want to give a shout out. Did we give away a ball today? Did we have a raffle ball?
No ball.
Okay.
No ball.
So I want to give a shout out though. All season long, we've had balls from Brunswick that we've raffled off. Got to give a shout out to Bowler Builders Pro Shop, providing free drilling to all the bowling balls all year, and he's owner Jimmy Clark, Master Splinter, already said that he's going to pay the non-champs way to the TOC. So those guys come out and bowl non-champs. If you win, Bowler Builders Pro Shop will sponsor you in the TOC. So that's pretty awesome. So thank you to Jimmy Clark and Bowler Builders Pro Shop. And also thank you to Karl Hungus, his staff here at Bayside Bowl. Once again, an amazing season of bowling here at Bayside Bowl.
There's a victory lap for Gaskell here in the 10th. Oh, give him one more. So that's his third title in his first major. So a major title for Gaskell gives him 3 titles in a major. So he's knocking on that door. If he gets another title in a major, 4 titles in 2 majors makes him Hall of Fame eligible. Or if he gets to 5 titles with a major, he's also Hall of Fame eligible. So he's knocking on the door.
Yeah, and he will not be eligible for the non-champs, but is definitely eligible for the TOC.
Oh, yes.
And so congratulations goes out to Grindham Gaskell for winning the KWT Bowler of the Year. Kelly Irving checking in. Congratulations, Gaskell. Tommy, you are the BOPO Bowler of the Year. Absolutely. A big shout out to Tommy Guns. He has been on fire lately. Huge second place victory. Well, not really a victory, but a huge second place in today's Bowler of the Year.
You can always come back.
What a tournament it has been. It was on a tough pattern today. Very flat, 36-foot pattern. I talked to cousin Ed about this earlier. I thought that Grindham had probably the best ball roll for today and this pattern. And Brian turned out to be the victor. Today's Karl's World Tour Bowler of the Year. Big shout out to Grindham Gaskell, our winner. Tommy Guns, big shout out. And
get Brian up here for his interview. After he gets his stuff away. So what a great
And
tournament.
then Storm and Crazy Train, they
were
both
awesome.
great today as well.
They were awesome.
Great bowling.
Oh, yeah, that was
Lots of emotions going through the building right now.
I know. It's one of the things I love about you. That's what I love about you.
It's wow, what a day it has been. What a career of Maine bowling Frankie has made. And wow, great, really great stuff.
You guys, I'm gonna miss you a lot, Ding Dong. It's just tough.
Well, and that's why I want to keep this alive, frankly. You know what I mean? That's why we talked about me keeping it alive and keeping you here with the people as much as we can.
Gotta get Brian up here for his interview. So
so
Brian
go
gets his
ahead.
first major title in the series and his third overall title. Either one major title or 2 regular titles away from Hall of Fame eligibility, homie. Well done today. That was a
All right,
incredible
here we
tournament.
have. Let's get Grindem here into the booth. Grindem, congratulations, my man. I talked about it all day on the telecast. I thought you had the best ball roll for this pattern out there today. You didn't give away the head pin very much. It was only maybe on 5 and 6 a couple times. But other than that, you were absolutely money all day, making your spares, keeping it clean, making everyone work for their money. You were the only thing that took Frankie out of it. So Frankie had some solace of being able to lose to the tournament winners. But you had a well-deserved victory today, my friend.
Today was a grind.
You bowled absolutely amazing. Walk us through it.
Yeah, tell us all about it.
Oh my God. I must have used like 5 different balls throughout the day. Started with a level for about 2 frames, realized that wasn't going to work. Went to reactive stuff at some point, and pair to pair was trying to, as you said, I was trying to stay out because I felt like as soon as I tried to go left, it just hooked earlier and earlier. You couldn't try, and I couldn't at least. I know like Storm did that stuff.
Yeah, the guys like getting a little more tilt and rotation.
I can't. Yeah. If I just started creeping a little left, I couldn't get it through to get to the 5 down lane.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it would just hook early, and I just play with my eyes front to back, ball up, ball down, and just try and jam it down 5. I mean, obviously, it was very easy for me to go high or Brooklyn, but the alternative, would have been much worse. So I just, you know, the scores are going to be, moderately low to medium, and I just figured if I could shoot anywhere between 200 and 220, you have a chance to win every game. Luckily, I popped 260 on 1 and 2 the last game of qualifying to get me to the position where I was in the bracket. But other than that one game, I don't think I shot a game over. That might be my second highest game all day.
Yeah, I mean, and you're one of the best front to back players playing the lanes that I've ever seen. I mean, if you need to keep the ball motion in front of you and not have to give it away from you, I'll take you on any of those.
Yeah,
patterns.
I got to work on that though. Steven keeps telling me I got to learn how to bowl in 2025.
Yeah.
Steven, he keeps telling me, he's like, you got to learn.
I put it this way: if the pattern starts with a 3, you're a guy I'm looking out for in the tournament.
That is true.
Yeah,
100% of the time. Like you are always, and then you know what? You even make the cut to do well on the longer patterns too. Don't tell Steven that, but I'll tell you, you're always in play, brother. Thank you. You don't ever give away the head.
We had to send you off in the right way.
Yeah.
So either I was going to win or you were going to win.
Yeah. And I lost to the champion. I'm happy with that. Always happy to see my friends do well, and all school finals, as we said. Technically,
I did make the trip up once to be a teammate, so that is true.
You got your 3 games, so that was good.
I did.
So great job, dude.
And just to be fair, that just goes to show what I think of you, because that was an hour and a half each way for me to come bowl league one night, and I did it because you asked me to.
Yeah.
And
oh man,
it's gonna suck to see you go.
Yeah, I agree. Same here, but you know what?
We are going to
some good traditions staying alive. There's some good stuff on the calendar.
Right? So
coming up, they're going to have the non-champ state nailed down. Obviously, TOC, and then the next season schedule coming out after that. But
we already
I'll be keeping in touch.
FDDS nailed down.
I'll be keeping in touch. Obviously, maybe checking in on some live streams. Maybe even guest appearance on the live stream here, popping in and when you guys are bowling. So, and you never know. We will be coming back to visit. We might pop in. Maybe I'll bowl a tournament while I'm here. Who knows?
Maybe we can line that up. Yeah.
So, it's not goodbye forever. It's just goodbye for now. And as I said, when I was done with my last Moco night, don't be sad it's over. Be happy it happened.
Yeah.
And I'm happy about all of it. And
we appreciate everything you've done, obviously.
Yeah.
I can't, it's probably been said 100 times already. So I can't say anything that hasn't been said, but I've been coming up here for a better part of 10 years now.
Absolutely.
Even before we rolled here, we used to go to Brunswick and
Lewiston, Augusta, all those places. Yep.
And it's been a good ride.
It has been. It's been a great ride, and wouldn't change it for the world.
Yeah.
Even came and bowled some Nebas with me, doubles.
Yeah.
Triples,
we almost got there. We were close. We gave it a run, baby. We gave it a run. We almost got it. But you know what? Maybe we'll do that too again. So I don't take anything out of the future. So.
Well, we look forward to having you back here once again, Brian, all the time. And you can say what you want to, my friend, about bowling in 2025. But I got to tell you, your strategy was the best strategy today. You walked home Bowler of the Year champion. huge.
Major
man.
title.
That's
one
amazing.
closer to Hall of Fame
This guy
eligibility.
right here. This guy right here.
So now you're just either one major or 2 titles away from Hall of Fame eligibility. So
It was
right there.
absolutely
Right there.
awesome. I mean, you were my horse all the whole day. I was watching. I'm like, Brian's got the best ball roll for what's out there right now.
Yeah, you were
And
fantastic,
you know, like a Steven, eat that, Steven. We love you. We love you.
I hope
bud.
they're doing well at the regional. Looks like they bowled well yesterday.
You know, I
so.
haven't checked the scores all day long. I've been trying to worry about what I'm doing, but
Yeah.
I'll go to my phone right now and see how
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Hey, good
Right
luck.
on. Good
Not
luck,
Aaron's
guys.
brother.
Congrats
Steven
to
and
Brian and
Aaron
Gaskell, our
Major. Love those
2025
guys.
bowler of the
Major
year,
bowling.
baby.
This guy, though, had
Right
the
on.
strategy
Well
of the day and won bowler of the
Nice
year.
job, buddy. Well done.
Absolutely.
Love you guys.
Congratulations.
Love you too, brother. Absolutely.
Can't wait to see you up here again for FDDS and future tournaments of next year. Grindham Gaskill, not only was he the top qualifier, but he was the champion today. Great bowling by Tommy Guns. He made you work there in that last game. You were able to keep it clean, and that's what got you to the victory.
64 pin win.
Yeah.
Great job.
Yeah, so blanket party.
Yeah.
No, crop dusting.
Crop dusting. Over 50 is a crop dusting.
Crop
Not quite a
dusting,
blanket party. That's
no,
75.
not quite, yeah. So, but thank you guys out there in the Frankie and Ding Dong Show land. Once again, thank you to our tournament sponsors, Bowler Builders Pro Shop, Bayside Bowl, and your entire staff here. Been wonderful once again this
Thank you,
season.
everybody, for all the years of support.
And I got to tell you, one time before we get out, Frankie Abalon, thank you so much for everything that you, your
Love you
wife,
guys.
your tournament staff has done for all of our tournaments here within the tournaments that we've had over the last couple of years here at Bayside Bowl. But what you've done for bowling in Maine is you can't put a price tag on that. Absolutely. And, you know, everyone here appreciates it. Obviously, you've seen a bunch of love in the comments, and I'm sure you'll continue to see a bunch of love.
bad things come in
in the
threes.
future.
First we lost the league, then we lost Arturo, and now we lost him.
Yeah, right.
Right?
So hopefully now it's all
That's
good.
it.
Yeah,
It's all
ho-
good. It's
Hopefully,
all good now.
hopefully it's greener pastures,
That's
as
right.
they say, moving forward.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to see what
We
happens
have
next
some
year. I
really,
am. I
really
think it should be some
exciting stuff for
good stuff
the
coming.
future.
For sure.
So stay tuned, guys.
All right.
We love you out there.
Thank you.
Once again, big congratulations, Grindham Gaskill. He's the big guy of the year. Bowling awesome. Grabbing
Bowler of
himself
the year.
that bowler of the
Love
year. Love it. Thank you,
All right,
guys.
Thank you for tuning in. And for the last time, officially here in person, I just want to say thank you, everyone, for all the love. Thank you for tuning in. We've appreciated everyone over the years and look forward to some big things in the future. And as Ding Dong always says, get those kids in the center because they're the future of bowling. And congratulations to our Bowler of the Year, Brian Gaskill, for the Karl's World Tour. Peace out, everybody. Love you.
Thank you, guys. Yeah, absolutely. Get those kids in the center. Much love.
Love y'all. Love you.